Hello. Hello, everyone. We're back. How is it going? Oh, my hat. I forgot my hat. There's my hat. Got my Sverrier hat for Midsummer. Hey, you love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. How is it going, everyone? What's everyone's weekend been like? Been a good weekend, everyone? Well, we haven't done too much. It's been very hot, actually. Friday night, what did we do? I don't even know. I went into work Friday, actually, and no one was there, because it was Midsummer's Eve. It's been hectic as fuck, but time to relax for a bit. That's good then, Agra. That's good. It's good. Well, you can relax with a nice Mori 7 stream. That's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. Yeah, didn't realise no one goes into work on Friday, because Midsummer's Eve. I went in for the morning, that was it.
Hello there.
Oh, hello, Matt. Was it Haugesund Viking today? Versus our biggest rival, 14th against 3rd. Ooh. 1-4-2. Nice. Huge, man. Huge. Well done, man. Fair play. The only football still going on currently is like Norway and Sweden. Well, I think Sweden's starting back up this next weekend or something, isn't it? Oh, Bing's running into the front room now. But yeah, so Friday was nice, half day. And then today it's 25 degrees in Kiruna today. Still in 22.70. Hey, look, I'm about to go. I was gonna wait for everyone, Matt. I was waiting for everyone so we can go over together and see who wins the Ballon d'Or. UCL qualification starting up soon. Oh yes, of course it is. Yes, yeah. No, I saw because TNS are in the early rounds. They're playing Linfield actually. So yeah, we'll have to see how that one goes. Would love a Welsh team in any of the qualifying groups. But yeah, so I haven't done too much today. We've taken it easy, went shopping. It's dead out there, I think, because everyone is hungover from yesterday. But a glimpse of playing some Faroese team. Ah, yeah, okay, yeah. So it's always like this very small, like much. I love the early qualifying rounds because you see like loads of random teams you remember. That's pretty cool. It's crazy that they got so far in the was it Europa or the Europa Conference, and then they have to start all the way back again. Is it in Champions League qualifying or Europa qualifying? But yeah, been a quiet day. Been 25 degrees though. It's mad. We had to take Ving out on very short walks so she didn't get too hot. She's got a black head, so can get very hot. Have you applied for the Haverford's job in real life yet? No, not yet. Not yet. Just joking around about it. UCL qualification won the league. Ah, okay, fair enough. Well, to be fair, that's good because now if you go out of the early rounds, you can drop to 2 levels, so you hopefully will get some sort of group stages. Finish second in the Prem, 3 points behind Liverpool. I'm getting close to the title. Ooh, very nice, Matt. Good luck for the next season, fella. Okay, so we are back. We are 22.76 still. That's what happened last time. Well, if it ain't broke, it's a good way to keep like that. Europa, was it Europa League or Europa Conference? Europa Conference because it was versus Roma. That was a fantastic run, which probably generated a lot of money for Bodo. So fair enough. Last time we obviously lost in the semi-final. We won 4-0 there. Did we win 4-1 there? I think, yeah. Conference, yeah. We won 2-1 versus Port Talbot. Got revenge again on them. Nuremberg was a 5-1 win, which was nice to finish the groups. 3-1 versus Convy in the league. 4-2 versus Real. We played our Club World Cup. We beat Pohang Steelers 3-1, if it loads. We actually went 1-0 down. 6-1 against Estudiantes in the final. Hello, Duck God. Hello, mate. How are you, man? How's it going? 4-0 versus Tom Pentra and a 9-0 win versus Studidno. Phil Davies and Andy Henry with hat-tricks each. And a 3-1 recently victory versus Haverfordwest with 2 late goals there. So we're going very well. We've got Aberystwyth coming up. TNS, Afan Penny Bont. Quite a tough run, actually. And we've got Bayern Munich in the Champions League. So to show you what happened in the groups, here we go. Viking, who we beat, are playing versus Sparta Prague in the UEFA Champions League qualifying. Oh, is it? No, UEFA Conference League. There you go. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. The groups, as we see, Afanida did come second to Porto in that group. Port Talbot topped the group over Bayern. PSG topped their group over Ajax. Lyon and Juventus qualified there. Angers and PSV. Penny Bon, embarrassing. Very embarrassing. Finishing bottom of their group, so they don't even go into the Europa. which is very annoying. Similar with Haverfordwest. Embarrassing. Very, very embarrassing. Finished bottom of their group as well. So very, very annoying there. Yeah, I'm doing well. To be fair, I have realised I have caught some sun today being out, so I'm a bit hot. Also, I'm covered in mosquito bites. I've got 7 mosquito bites. I sat outside and we had a beer, sat outside for 30 minutes yesterday. I've got 7 bites. I am juicy, apparently. They love me. The coefficients, annoyingly, aren't looking so good now. Well, they're okay, but they could have been better if we had those two at least in like maybe Europa. Like, if I show you the Nation Club, it's currently 11.75 compared to France's 12.857. So a little bit annoying. We'll lose a little bit of ground on them. To be fair, we were 2.8 lower, so we're going to be losing this one. So as long as we stay like within a 2.8 gap, we'll actually gain places on them. So we'll have to see. This one is a big discrepancy. That's when we only had 15 and they got 21. But as things stand, we're 6 coefficients behind France, and we're going to be 4 behind next time. We are a long way above Germany and Spain, so we shouldn't drop down to 3rd in a long time. So we'll have to see. 7 amateur. I have to cover myself in bug spray constantly. Bug spray and sun cream because I'm just burnt or bitten. Like, it's awful. So I had onions. I don't know if you saw my Twitter. Apparently, if you put onions on them, on the bites, that helps. So I've just covered myself in onions. That's fun. I got one on my head, like right here, like on my temple. I don't know if you wait. Hold on, can you? Oh, you can see it. Hold on. You get belly cam here. See one there? I don't know if you can see. Oh, there you go. It's like there. I don't know if you can see that. Hold on. Oh, look at this view. Like right on the bloody hairline. It's fucking annoying. Look at that. That's some real up close and personal views. Oh, belly cam. Free belly cam for all of you lads. Free belly cam. See, that's what the Europe's looking like. Welsh League, we are just storming away. 49 points with a game in hand on Port Talbot. So we are already 15 points clear. Could go 18 points clear if we win this game. Did you get onions in your eyes? No, thankfully not. They did water a little bit, but not too bad. Thurudno, by the way, we did beat them 9-0. They have yet to get a win. 3 draws. Hilariously, draws versus Aberystwyth and Penybont. And 15 losses so far. They've only scored 9 goals. They did score 1 versus us, hilariously. But yeah, looking good, the league. I just embrace them when I have it. Annoying, but not much to do. Well, they fucking suck. They're itchy. I want to try and avoid them as much as I can. But let's have a look around the leagues. We got Ligue 1 today. They are Monaco on top. Angers within 3 points, but Lens and PSG. It's a 4-way battle. Even could be 5-way with Lyon. And 6 with Lorient if they pull in. So very close this year. Could we see an Angers end of their dominance? German First Division. Will it be Bayern? It's Köln. Köln and Bayern. Köln is running the race. They are 3 points clear as things stand. I can't seem to avoid them. Used to it at this point. Damn, man. That sucks. That sucks. I bloody hate them. I hate them. Never. You don't have to deal with them in UK, so it's annoying having to deal with it in the summer here. La Liga is standing as Valladolid top, with Valencia down by 5 points. But looks like we might have end to this, Valencia dominance for the past 4 years. Serie A is Solano on top. Catania and Juventus in the sort of chase. And of course, the Premier League. It was the worst when I was in France. Really? Fair enough. The Premier League. Last time we were here, Stockport were top. They're not top anymore. They are 6th and 10 points down. I don't know what happened to Stockport, but they've had a terrible run of games. They started so well in the league. They also lost in the Euro Cup playoff there, but this sort of run of games here really didn't help them. No worries, Fancy. Talk to you later, man. Have a good one. So Stockport, no, unfortunately for Uncivil. And who is it again? It's Newcastle back on top, 42 points, but it's very close. Arsenal on 41, Millwall on 40, and Liverpool actually on 38. Stoke, 3rd place last year, 17 points, still in the relegation zone. So very interesting there, what could happen with the title. Could be a close run title fight here. Of course, the Championship, Man United do have 3 wins now, but they are 13 points from safety. So I think unless a minor miracle happens, United will be going down to League One this year, which is a bit crazy. Crawley and Brentford also quite a way off Derby there. Man U to League One, let's go. Charlton, Southampton. To be fair, it's a race for the top. Charlton, Southampton, Reading, and Swansea all within a point of each other. So very close for there. Gosport watch. Gosport only 2 points off the playoffs, so not too bad. Not too bad. What else is there to look at? I don't think anything else to look at, really. The schedule's looking good. We've got Bayern in the Champions League knockout rounds, which is quite a tough one, I guess. They came second, obviously, to Port Talbot. But also, yes, of course, the World Ballon d'Or. We are about to hit 2277, so I'll show you the voting. We've got... I'm hopeful we can get a winner. I hope we can. Average ratings-wise, Dmitry Prisic is top with an 8.3. We have 3 players above an 8. So, hello, Akis. Question C. When you take over a new team, do you use the assistant's suggested formation? No, I don't, Akis. I normally just choose the formation I think works, and then I mold my players to fit, or I look at the squad that I've got and try and create a formation that best suits the best players in that formation. And then once you sort of a few years in and you've brought in your targets, then you can mold the formation. So, yeah, I don't really use the suggested formations ever. Doing a whale save. Oh, is that the... Shit, which one is that? That the one that you've done before, Duckle? I forgot the team you're doing it with. But fair enough, man. But yeah, so look at that. Curtis on 8.24. Vieira, I think, is our man to win it. He has 53 goals and 18 assists in 45 games. If he doesn't win it, I think it's a farce. We also have, I think, 6 players total. We've got Prisic, Manu, Vieira, Mendy, Pridgen, and Curtis. So we'll have to see. We've got the most players in there. No, Brandon. Oh, who are you doing it with? Who are you doing with it, man? But yeah, so that's how things are going currently. If I show you the squad currently, Vieira is just running away with the top goal scorer at the moment. He has 37 goals in 24 games. I think he could break Freitas' record if he continues the way he's going. 10 assists and 8.47, even better than Prisic. Hilariously, we've only got 2 other players on 10 goals, and he's got 37. So if he gets injured, we're screwed. Assist-wise, Prisic's got 16. Vieira's also got 10 assists as well. So very, very decent. But yeah, I think that's it. We are going to ask for a new stadium, actually, once we hit 2277. So we'll have to check how that goes. So let's just go into it. Let's go press continue, and let's see what we can get. If we're going to get a Ballon d'Or winner here. Let's see. 2277. We're scrolling along, lads. We are just moving. I don't even... Well, 756. Yeah, this is our 30... Oh, wait, what? What am I even doing? This is our 37th season. 40-41. No. I guess 40-41. 41-42. 42-43. 43-44. 44-45. Yeah, it is our 7th season. It will be our 37th season. So, crazy. Crazy times. But let's see. Let's see what happens. Who wins the Ballon d'Or? Tina says, I've tried second tier saves in Wales and always went badly. So if you can't beat them, be them. Ah, I see. I'm all of my saves. TNS always the bane of my existence at the start. I've done the whole of 2033-34 in just under a week for me. That's pretty decent, man. I know from experience, trying to play a full season in a week is tough, especially when you're working and doing other stuff around it. So fair play. You're getting that motivation to keep playing. Okay, let's see. It's a long continue. This is. Let's see. I think hopefully Curtis can win the Welsh Player of the Year as well. We might have some other players. Maybe have Vela up for North American Player. Might have Vieira up for French Player of the Year. Probably. I don't know who else we could see. I don't know if we've got a Golden Boy. Probably not this year. I'd say. I think it would probably go to someone else. But honestly, I think Vieira should win it. He has had a fantastic season. More goals than games, even a good amount of assists, and the second highest average rating in the entire world. So, it'll go to, like, Rafael Carlos or something. But it's taken its time. We're going to not respond for a little bit, and then we're going to keep going. But yeah, how's everyone's weekend been? How's everyone's weekend been so far? Mine, as I said before, mine's relatively quiet. It's just very nice and hot at the moment. But I'm 4 off the record of 22 CL wins with Hanover 96. Not sure what I'm going to do when I beat... Damn, Nizzy. Hello, by the way. How are you? That's mad. That is mad. Well, what you could do is then have to beat your own record with a different team that's never won the UCL before. That's always another one that you can bring in. Figured out why I couldn't chat on Twitch while they... Oh, what was it, Duck God? What was it? What was the issue that was being caused? Also, here we go. Here we go. Are we going to hit 2277 here? Or is it still 2276? Because it was 1 PM when we continue. Will we continue through the whole day? It's making us wait. It's building up the anticipation. Let's see. Oh, okay, we're not responding again. This has been open for a while today, I guess. So maybe that was an issue. Here we are. We hit the 1st of January 2277. Let's have a look. Okay. Happy New Year! Okay, I'm not going to scroll. I'm going to just do this like this. Vieira wins Golden Ball. Get in. Yes. Mendy was second and Mendy was third and Prisic third. Vieira also, oh my goodness me, an all-Barry podium. I don't know if that's the first time ever we've had an all-Barry podium. Let me check. I was just updating our my spreadsheet. Let me have a look. Oh my days. Vieira, World Player of the Year. Completely deserved. Completely deserved. Let's have a look. I think we've had 2 on at least before, but I don't know if we've had an all 3 from Barry before. We've had 2. This is the first time ever it's an all Barry lockout. My Pulisic account got banned by just following it and bans your IP number too. Oh, I see. That's annoying. But there we go. Well, that's what I done with 96. They never won it when I took over. I won things really easy because of the money in Jamaica. Ah, I see. 4 players in Team of the Year. Vieira. Oh, that's a 7. Team of the Year? Jesus Christ, that's a 7. Fenerbahce, Curtis, Pridgen, and Prisic. And Mendy in the substitutes. Is there another team in Hanover? You could just take it, like, try and... not Hanover. Is it Hanover? Yeah, take another team in Hanover to take over. You could try and... maybe do a I don't know if you like national teams that much, but maybe I guess if you're still going for the world record, you want to be club. But I don't know what could be what could you do? Pentagon, do a Pentagon. Go right back down to the bottom. Let's see. 11 a year announced. Ortiz named youngster. Okay, from Villarreal. Diego Blanco comes in that NA player. The Vieira does win French player. Curtis does win Welsh player. Craig Morris does come second there, so that's pretty decent. It's a Barry doing very well in the awards this year. Youngster Davies. Who's Davies? Barry are beating me. I feel conflicted. But there we go. Lovely to see it. Okay. Also, as we... Oh, wait, hold on. Let's ask the board for a new stadium. Build me a new stadium, boys. Oh! Yes! Get in! Oh! Yes, lads! Oh, my God. I didn't even think this would work. Oh, come on. Come on, lads. Oh, my days. Save the game. We agree a new stadium is an important part of helping us reach our aims for the club. We will look to build a new stadium shortly. That concludes this meeting. You know where to find us. Oh, Ving's not happy. Thank you, thank you, boys. It definitely is about time. So, started planning phase. 15/6/2278. So, we got a... Ving! She's scratching. She obviously didn't like me shouting very loud. Ving! Hello? Hello? I shouted too loud, didn't I? You don't like it at all, do you? God, I can't shout ever here with her. Go see your mum. Okay, she's back to the bathroom. She was scratching, but okay. So we got the planning phase at the moment is until the end of next year. So we'll have to see what happens then. But that is huge, lads. That is huge. Don't celebrate it as it's definite will be named after you. I don't mind if it will be named after me. Honestly, I don't care. I'm just happy we're potentially getting a new stadium. This is when planning permission breaks it. But yeah, it has been enough time. It's been 25 years. Like I guess 25 years. Maybe the 20 that I've been pushed. Like it's a 20-year thing, but also can be pushed to 25 years potentially sometimes. Who knows? But that is huge, lads. Absolutely huge. That is the next step in Barry at the moment. I want to see if the facility says anything different now. What does it say? Does it say anything with on the planning phase now? No, not yet. Not yet. Okay. Well, huge news, lads. Huge news. Beautiful. Project's planning start. Build new stadium. Woohoo, the Blackmore Arena. Your days are numbered. Get in. Get in, lads. Oh, Christ alive. Okay, I would assume it's the more stadium because I'm the biggest legend at the club, but it could be someone else. I don't know. The whole thing with the Blackmore Arena was that I don't think I was a full legend at that point. But Spurs and 96 named stadiums after me, but it hurt when Dulwich Hamlet named it after another manager. Oh, that really, yeah. God, can you imagine? You're the one that brings them up all the way to the top, and then they do something like that. To be fair, I wouldn't be opposed to something like Neon Park or something. Can you imagine? Oh, it would be amazing. Neon Park or like Freitas Stadium. Beautiful. Poggers Arena. Freitas Arena, exactly. I think we're at Blackmore Park. I think you normally go to stadium when you're around 60k, and arenas are normally 100,000. So I assume it'll be a stadium. But we'll see. We'll see. Also, because of that, I've been working on something. I was planning on when everyone's in here to ask people's opinion, because I've been working around with OBS and overlays, and I've got a new setup to see. And I don't know whether to change to it or not, or whether you guys will like it, if it seems better or not. Nickname yourself Barry and see if it calls it after that. That'd be quite funny. But yeah, this is the new one. Oh. Here we go. So, oh, there we go. So, it's a bit different. As you can see, the game is smaller, but you can see the chat above me. I'm a bit bigger. We've got all the other stuff. Obviously, we've got... Oh, is Bellycam not working at the moment? Bellycam? Oh, it doesn't work. It worked before. It worked before. It's... Where is it? VinCam. No, that's Bellycam. There we go. What? Where's Bellycam? Oh, it doesn't... I got rid of it, obviously. Wait. Yeah. So I don't know whether you like it or not, because I don't know, can you still see the screen enough? To be fair, it will help because obviously my face is normally here, but we'll be able to see that the chat isn't on people here. So I don't know whether this is better or not for everyone. I don't know whether you like this or not. Maybe I'll do a poll. /poll. How do you do polls? Here we go. We're going to do a poll. Question. Original or new, and we can just do responses original and new. Allow additional votes. No, we'll do like a 10-minute start poll. Everything's all together and separated and looks clean. Okay. I was a bit I'm like unsure whether it's like, obviously I think some things do need to be moved. Maybe my camera down the bottom needs to be moved up a little bit. I think there are a few like lines that could be like a bit harder, but it's hard to move things around in OBS sometimes. So I don't know. This is where my 4 counts come into play. But yeah, I don't know why where's my second VinCam group? That's weird. Oh wait, hold on. VinCam group. Yeah, there's. I don't know why VinCam. There we go. So you can like basically normally it'll be gone, but if VinCam's there, you can pull it up there, and I can put other things there. Don't know why that's that. Hold on, let me find it. I need to find VinCam in VinCam group. It's a hotkey, so it should. It's in FM Streaming 2. I've got so many streaming things at the moment. FM 15 Streaming 2, 4, 5. Oh yeah, I got rid of it. That's why. Okay, where's VinCam? Switch to scene. Bottom. Oh, it's because it doesn't come up there. That's annoying. And maybe I need to get VinCam group. Maybe I need to pull it out of a VinCam group. So if I just put it there we go. This is where. Okay, let's see. Hold on. I'm working on hotkeys. So I think it all should work with all like the what's it called? It should all work with show VinCam group. Where is it? I don't even know. VinCam. It should just be a simple VinCam around, but Scene, chat group, bottomless borders, right borders, fin cam group, fin group. I don't know. I'll fix it out at some point. But yeah, I think it should all work. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll do this stream like this today and see how it goes. Maybe I'll change it. Maybe we add things up. Maybe I need to put Smorey down there, to be fair. But hopefully you can actually see the goalkeeper down the bottom now. It'll be a new era for actually seeing the goalkeeper and the subs and all of the screen, I guess. But I was just worried it might be too small. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, and maybe we'll put like other things here as things are going. Okay, send assistant. I don't know. Is it? Can you still see everything on here? Like, we need to play a match to see other sizes. Yeah. Well, we're about to get into a match, thankfully. So we will see how the match looks. Also, as you can see, I think in the channel points, I've added the option if you want to do 5K to do a match in 3D. I was tempted to do one like, you can switch it and we permanently play in 3D, and then you can also switch it back to play it in 2D, but I don't know what people's preferences are, 3D versus 2D. Like, I don't know. Or it's 50-50 between original and new. Oh, God. Oh, God, we need more voters. We need more voters. Christ alive. Maybe I'll have to clean this up a bit to make it look better. Obviously, some of the borders are a bit all over the place. 2D Master Race. Exactly. Oh, don't stop. I actually want an actual poll result, not you just voting on both sides to try and make it even. Okay, well, yeah, of course, we are in January now. So, there we go. I'll have to look at the results to see how many of them are Duck God voting. But here we go. We're about to go. I can't believe we're getting a new stadium, lads. Oh. It would be huge. Newcastle winning 2-1 there. Newcastle extending their lead at the top, it seems. Was it just a one year blip for Newcastle, and are they back to their best? I don't know if I need to change maybe the background color of this color source. Is that the right color source? No, that's the wrong color source. The chat overlay. Where's the chat one? Chat group. The color source. There we go. Maybe make it less opaque or something, or more opaque. We'll see. We won't do that then. Yes, don't screw up the voting just by doing it. Original's got 3 now. Okay, so people do want the original. We'll have to see how it is in game. But that's interesting. That is interesting. I wonder if it tells me who votes what. Okay, let's see. It is taking a while to continue, though, unfortunately. But I think this is one of those things that's like, eventually I probably will have to move to something like this. But, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Meh? Meh? What you say? You don't like this then, Duck God? You don't like the new one? Okay. Let's see. Okay, Aberystwyth today. Let's see how we look in the new setup. Maybe that'll sway people. It was 4 for the original. Oh, God. Okay, everyone loves the original. Maybe it's... no one likes this. Oh, God. I don't mind. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Let's see. Maybe I'll rejig it next time and we'll see what it looks like. I get used to it. Fair enough. Fair. Yeah, it is a big change. I would say that it is. Like, I'm not sure about it, obviously, because obviously we've been doing so long for this old setup. But I don't know. Sometimes you got to change things up. Okay, there's the transfer windows opening. We're gonna try and loan a load of players out today. Well, this stream, to see if they can actually get some game time. But who knows? I'm not going to leave after all that time. You're locked in now. You're locked in. Oh, God. Okay, let's see. Match preview. Team selection. Okay, quick pick. Let's see. Who they want? They want Henry, Swanwick, Vieira, Nunez. We'll play Nunez at left back. Bridgen. They want Kojak and go. Interesting. Perup. Delgado, Vela. We don't need Vela on the bench. We need a centre mid on the bench. Who's a centre mid we can use? McGurby. You know, we got striker. We got Phil though as a striker. We'll bring on, put Morris off for another centre mid. Wilson, Gutierrez. Okay, let's go. First game. Let's see how things look in the. So obviously you can actually see the bottom area down here. You can see the goalkeeper. You can see Kocak and goal. You can see the bottom of the subs. Like you can see this entire bottom part of the screen maybe. Okay, here we go. So this is what it looks like. I don't know if maybe I need to zoom in or something, but let's have a look. Go. They're going with a 4-5-1. That sometimes screws us over, but let's see. Okay, we got. Oh yeah, back to extended, of course, and there we go. Off we go. So how does it look? Obviously, we can actually, to be fair, move these around now. We can make these a bit bigger. We can add something in down the bottom here. What can we add in down the bottom? Latest updates, match report. No, I don't need match report. Radar. Oh, goodness. I don't think I've ever used any of this stuff. There's an action zone. Looks fine for me, but then I'm on a 27-inch monitor. Yeah, it could be an issue for phone watchers, I guess, maybe. But I don't know. It looks okay. Maybe I can. I don't know if I can zoom in. What's for team ratings? Nah, Curtis goes over. Match overview. Match information. Nah, none of that's needed. Okay, Kobo on the ball. Ivanov does clear it. Back to Henry. We're going to counter-attack here, potentially. Into Curtis. Swanwick. Swanwick on the ball. Oh, plays into Inaki there. Kimberly clears. It's been a bit of a weird start. Been a bit cagey, I think. But Vieira into Swanwick. Oh, straight at the keeper. And Vieira's is deflected for a corner. Swanwick really should have had a goal there. But unfortunately not. Okay, let's see. Ivanov. Perup. Oh, he's just giving it away. And they might counter hit. Okay, nope, nothing comes of it. Come on, boys. First 6 minutes have been okay on my phone, and this still looks great in match. Okay, Aggro, that's good to hear then. That's good to hear. I'm glad. That was one of the biggest things I was worried about, is it the game being a little bit too small, but because it's not full screen anymore. But I don't know. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Ivanov. Into Prisic. Back to Ivanov. He's way out there. Devos. Into Prisic. That great ball, but no one was there. Missed it. Antunes. Vieira. Oh my goodness. Antunes comes in again. Perup. Antunes. Oh, okay, back. Okay, Perup tackles. Jesus Christ. What is going on in this highlight? That was a highlight and a half, lads. Prigent, Perup, Vieira. Straight at Callahan, and he saves. We're very much on top here, but no clear goal yet. Feels like the bottom of the screen is wasted now, in my opinion. Okay, the bottom down here. So, like, what do you think would be better down here, the bottom of the screen? Because I know, like, I have moved like things around like to put up like the season ticket holders, the match attendance, and the latest followers and stuff. And we've got like the whole thing about putting the no signal in was to like, because obviously that would be empty. Maybe I try and find something to put in there, potentially, because the camera of my I'm in the right corner, left corner's maybe a bit open. Maybe I just put, I don't know what would be a good idea to put in there. Maybe we could do like progress or something. I don't know, like 2276, and like we could put a little world record thing there. I don't know, maybe put like the world record symbol, something like that. I'll have to test it and try and figure it out. Put tournament logos in there for World Cups or Euros. That's true. We could put that up, like the next Euros. It could be. I could create a slideshow. Maybe like a slideshow of sorts. So like it adds a bit of sort of movement, not movement, but like live updating. So like put Worship Duck God in there. So like it's like, okay, next tournament is this, and then it's like current progress to world record is this. Blah blah blah. Have you seen it been at Barry? Hello, Arsprite. No, not the whole time. Not the whole time. Arsprite. Countdown counter to world record. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, maybe that sort of stuff. Okay, I'll have to keep that in. Yeah, we've been at Barry for, this is our 37th year at Barry. We've been at all the other Welsh clubs too. We've been at Afton Lido, Port Talbot, Pennybont, and Haverfordwest, and Barry as our 5th club. But this is our 37th year with them, so we've been in there quite a while. By the way, 0 at half-time. Shocking performance for us. 2 shots on target out of 11. Of course, it is the first stream of the day. They've switched to a 4-3 as well. 4-3-3, not a 4-4-3. That's cheating, Abba. Jesus Christ. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Let's see, Curtis, Swanwick. Swanwick has sort of become a bit of a starting striker, but I'm not really convinced by him fully. Okay then. He's proved me wrong. He's proved me wrong completely there. Not really convinced. It's just. Oh my goodness me. I need some ideas, boys, for this live count. Okay. Presentation. Next tournament. Problem with the next tournament is I need to make them in advance. Then sort of world record. Oh, Tenkidu. Thank you for the follow, mate. How's it going, fella? How's it going? What else got I put in there? World record countdown. Barry progress, maybe. Like how many years we've been at Barry. Like what clubs we've been at. Can you spell world? Oh, nearly a goal. Can I spell world? Probably not. Okay. To be fair, I do have a vest that has world misspelled, which is why I got it for like $2 when I was in America. Curtis? Oh, come on, lads. Let's make a second. We've literally only had 3 shots on target out of 15. It's not good enough. It's a 1 in 5. And as we can see, 1 shot on target from them will probably go in. So we need to get a second here, boys, as they come forward. Michael English. Okay, he's blocked there. Perup. Come on, lads. Let's push for this second. He goes long. Swanwick. He's pulled. Surely that's pulled down. Surely he's pulled down. It's an American word. Curtis and Tunez. Go on. Vieira. Pulls it back to Perup. And Tunez. Swanwick. Curtis, you've got Henry open. Oh, Callahan saves. Big save from him there. I'm a bit worried about them on the counter-attack. Who's been playing poorly? Not really anyone in particularly, but maybe I'll bring on Manu for Henry and swap him and Vieira around. I think I might try that. Okay. Prisic. Okay, we've just given the ball away from a throw-in. Ivanov comes in for a potential foul, but Prisic don't get sent off, fella. I'm slightly worried about Prisic getting sent off. If they score... Okay, Prigent does win the ball there. I don't think this is a highlight, is it? Henry. Back to Henry. He keeps losing the ball, but Swanwick. Henry again. Okay, and it's eventually cleared down line. Prigent. Okay, we're still going with this. Curtis and Tunez. Lovely. Back post. Vieira. Oh, it's a goal. It's a goal. Get in. Perfect. 38th of the season, Vieira. He just can't stop scoring, man. I think at this rate, he will break Freitas' record. What is Freitas? I think it's 57, maybe 54, 57. It's very decent. Okay, let's see. Oh, fuck's sake. Okay, so now we are a bit worried. 10 men for 20 minutes. So Swanwick will come off, and we will bring on Ramon at left back, and we will switch to standard structured, and hope for the best for 20 minutes here. Jesus Christ. Antunes, mate, I brought you in instead of Ramon because I was like, you're a natural left back. You've been complaining about not starting, and you've gone and done this. Don't get sent off, mate. Okay, Curtis, can we get a third? A third would be great with 10 men. It would actually make me feel a little bit better. Manu, lovely to run and strike, but saved by Callahan again. I would just want to keep this sort of level of pressure up. Just keep hold of the ball, boys. Curtis is also now potentially injured. Okay, 10 minutes. We made it through 10. Corner. Off the line. Kochak saves. Get in. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Last 10. Just big last 10 here. No conceding here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Last minute defending. Just blocking everywhere. How? Okay, that was weird. Kimberly. With a good tackle, and it's cleared up to Vieira, who's ready for the counter-attack. Can he play it all across? No, he's tackled. Okay. Just waste time now, boys. Waste time. Kochak. Up to Manu. Oh, back to... Okay, Perup. Back to Ramon. Manu. Okay. Oh, okay. Perup. Devos. We got so many people on yellows today. Ivanov, great tackle. Devos. Prisic. Back to Devos. Tries to play it down line, but still has the ball somehow. Curtis is tackled instead. Okay, and because of this, we've let them through, and oh my god, he should score. He really should score there. Do you think of a more appropriate manager name? Let's have a look. And 3 minutes of added time. Hopefully, we've got through this unscathed. We do have 3 minutes. Oh, why would I say that? Barry Hire Barry is manager. Barry. You love to see it. You love to see it. The legend of Barry at Barry. Gonna try and outdo me. I won a Champions League within 10 years. To be fair, I did have Champions League qualification a lot easier because I just go straight into the groups once I get third or fourth. But okay, there we go. Full time approaching, surely. Yes, 2-0 win. 10 men. Okay, so we switch back to FM21 streaming because obviously people are preferring preferring this original one. So we'll switch back to this for now. But there we go. I will update, and maybe we'll come back next time and see what if it looks any better and people appreciate that more. But we'll see. We will see. Hopefully it is people like it. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Perfect. So, one win down. On to TNS away. Tough game, to be fair. They are pushing. They are, as you can see, they are 7th at the moment. It's between them and Aberystwyth for that final 6th spot. It's kind of everything looking the same. Tom Pendra have pulled themselves out there. Newtown down into 11th. Surprising, seeing as they were... where were they? They were 7th last year. Very, very big swing. But yeah, big win there. Antonio's sent off, though, unfortunately. Let's mark everyone up. Let's see. Send assistant. He's a banned for 1 match. From at least it was 2 yellows and not a straight red. But okay. Schedule. Yes, we've got. Oh yeah, we've got no World Premier League Cup final to play for once. That's annoying. Forgot that semi-final loss. Ugh. Okay. There we go. Go sort that. There we go. Okay, great. Now on to TNS. I actually got to sort out all these potential loans I can get. There's not any Welsh players that I want to sign in this transfer window. It's kind of with the Welsh only the W only. It's kind of like we're not really had any signings for 2 years now. So that's a real this like sort of letters only is I guess it makes me more glad I signed as many players as I did when I can get countries, because it's going to be very interesting. It'll be interesting to see how long we last with this sort of 1 letter per country thing, because we've only done this is our 7th year doing it, but I don't know if it has as much excitement maybe as the nations, because we get to check the nations like as we go throughout the year, but the wheel of sort of T is only I'll do the wheel, the countries of it, like the letter we can sign. That'll be in the presentation. That's only like at the end of the year. Loading FM 15 so with all leagues and players, and there were no Wallison for. I think it's because they're not recognised by FIFA. I don't think maybe like they're not in World Cup qualifying and stuff like that. So I think that could be an issue with them. Bellamy, I want to loan you out, Bellamy, mate. Come on, get a loan for you. And we can hopefully, there we go, Mark Bellamy. Who else? Etienne, only on 2. Maybe loan Etienne out. Probably could sell him as well. Victor Mendes and Gino de Jong. Trying to loan Gino out. Mark Ten Hove, I want to loan you out as well. See if you can get anything. Brian Harding. Maybe we'll loan Brian out as well. And Phil Jones, Matondo, Bellamy, Latovchak. Yeah, he's just not playing, is he? What about you guys down here? Yeah, all of these guys I want to try and loan out. Transfer, offer the clubs for loan. Barbosa's hasn't played a single game for us. Ugh. Yeah, this is a lot of players just sort of sitting here, not doing much.
Hello there.
Hello, Odd. Hello, how are you, man? How's it going, fella? We've huge news. Huge news. I got some stories. Oh, okay. Go ahead. What is your stories you want to tell? What are your stories you want to tell? Okay, let's see. What Ard stories? Story time with Ard. As we go through 2277 now. Okay, let's hopefully get to this next game quickly. I want to get some good games done today. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we've got some stories as well. Oh, you missed a very exciting opening. 50 minutes. It's been 50 minutes already. Holy shit, this has flown by. It feels like I'm in the opening 15 minutes still. Like, my God. Wow, okay. That's crazy. Fair enough. Okay, let's see. What's going on? There we go. What is the situation? Hold on. What's going on there? First of all, I had a dinner tonight with friends and my father and my whole family. One of our waiters was my ex-girlfriend when I was 12. To be fair, that's not as bad if it was an ex-girlfriend of like now. 12 years old, like they're very young. Like it's I don't know if you could call them full relationships at that point. Oh, QPR want Bellamy on loan. That's good. Loan offers made for 10 Hove. Beautiful. I know they're only on cover, but I'll take that. First team regular for Charlton. Yeah, go for it. Go to the championship for a thing. But hopefully your dinner was nice with your family. No, with your father and his friends. Oh, and your family. Yes, of course. God, my reading comprehension is shocking. Okay, to be fair, Barbosa's got some good ones there. The question is who recognised who first. Okay, there we go. Valadez on loan as well. Okay, so not bad then. A few players can go out on loan, but a lot of not like rejections. Chelsea have a new manager. Obviously, they are 16th, so no offers for 15 players. Oof. Etienne didn't get anything. Maybe I'll sell Etienne, to be completely honest with you. He is wanted by Penny Bond. 3 million. What did they go in for him earlier? Etienne. We did reject a bid from them for 2.3 million. If I offer, I'll offer him out for 7.5 million and see what they say. And yesterday, my internship I had a few months ago put a good word in for me, and I may get a job in the cancer firm they have. Might also be nice. Well done, man. Congrats. That sounds awesome. Very good news, then, man. Very, very good news. I'm very happy for you, fella. Hopefully that's a job. Hopefully it's a second internship, but even better, a job. So good luck, my man. Good luck. That's good to hear, man. Do we have a third story? Do we have the holy trifecta of 3 stories? or what have we got? Okay, let's see. Let's see if anyone bids for Etienne. Let's see that first. I think 7.5 might be a bit high, but it is January. People are known to bid high. And Port Talbot will bid high. I don't mind selling him to Port Talbot. He's very, very versatile. So, hello, Ryan, mate. Hello, how are you? How's it going? We've had a very busy first minute. It's 5K. Oh, I thought it was 4.5 million. 4.5K for playing 50 games for Goitra. You love to see it. Making that money back all over the place. Also, I can hear Defcon, even though it's not even in this town, like 17, 18 kilometers away. Damn, that's mad. That is mad. You don't need to pay for the stadium at that point. Blobsnail. What is the record number of seasons then? Hello, Blobsnail. The record number of seasons is 416 now. It used to be 333, but was broken pretty much a lot. Oh, thank you, mate, for the follow. It was broken maybe about a month or 2 ago by a Polish guy. So I'm on my 261st year, and the record is now 416. So I'm a good 100 and something years off now. I was within, when it was 333, I was within 70 years. So I was getting closer, but now it's jumped up by another 80 years. So we're making our way slowly. Slowly and surely we're making our way there. But yes, also I got some good results in an exam for a simulation. Nice, Ardis. Oh, it's all coming up Millhouse for you, man. So much good news, Ard. Fair play, fella. That sounds very decent, man. Well done. McGurby wants some first team football. Has a whole save in with Barry. Have you jumped? I've been at 5 clubs, so I'll show you here. Oh wait, no, my profile maybe. I've only been at Welsh clubs. This is our 37th season with Barry. And we've been at 4 previous Welsh clubs. We started at Athenlido. We also were at Spain for 1 game in 3 months. I did a Sam Allardyce. I won it, and then I resigned. Then I went to Port Talbot. then Pennybont, then Haverfordwest, and now Barry. So the Welsh League is the second highest league in the world now, and we have sort of 6 super clubs in the league. So we've got the sort of the big 6, because Aberystwyth, they're an AI team, but they're actually on the same level as the rest of us sort of 5. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, we've been here since 2240 now. We've as I was saying, Ard, we have some big news. We asked for a new stadium on the 1st of January, and we've got the planning. They said yes. Finally, 25 years it's been since our old stadium was built, and they finally said yes. So by the end of next season, they should be finished with the planning. Also, 10 of 226 done. Nice, good stuff. Good stuff. Hey. There we go. Yes, it's huge. Huge news. I couldn't even believe it. I clicked it. Oh, yeah, who cares? Who cares when we do it? But it works. Fantastic. Also, Vieira won World Player of the Year, and it was a full Barry lockout on the podium. Prisic in 2nd, and Mendy in 3rd. So, a lovely first ever Barry lockout. And also, I've made a new overlay. I don't know, what are your thoughts on this? We were sort of going through it, and we might be adding maybe like a rotating presentation to the bottom left where the no signal is, because that's normally the belly cam up there. The chat's on the right. You can see all of the screen now, but I don't know if we're wasting space down the bottom where like the match attendance stuff is. So what are your thoughts, Ard? Also, Ryan and Blob. What are your thoughts on this? Because I don't know, but this sort of stops me, as you can see with this, the old one. My head's like on top of some of the stuff down here, and this is on top, and the chat's over here. But this new version, it sort of pushes the chat to the right. I'm a bit bigger. You can see everything in the screen. Like I don't know. I want to hear your thoughts, because I'm trying to sort of upgrade it a little bit. I don't know. Hopefully it's not too small now on the screen. But we did a vote, and there was like 6. Was it 4-2 or 5-2? I'm bringing back my 3-1-3-3 narrow diamond. Nice. Good luck. We're sticking on this. You like it? Okay, that's good then. That's good. The vote said people like the original more. But I'll be updating it and trying new things, and maybe do the colors work? Do the colors work? Obviously, the blues are sort of my brand at the moment. The dark blue, light blue is just all my brand at the moment. Bit clustered. Okay. Fair enough. A modern maybe that's why nobody likes change, but I like this new one more. Fair enough. What do you think about it? It's clustered. What bits are clustered? Is it the bottom section is a bit clustered? You reckon? What about this? Let's see. What is this, Matt? Okay. Here we go. Hold on. It's loading. It's loading. As we continue. Oh, goodness. Okay, Chrome's frozen again. Okay, yeah, maybe. Well, okay, yeah, potentially. That could be a good idea, actually, yeah. Fair enough. Maybe I'll try it out like that. With it, like, it's a lot bigger on that side. I don't know if it might be a bit stretched is the problem. Because obviously, FM is 1920 by 1080. And this entire OBS stream, I prefer the bigger screen, but I haven't been here long enough to properly say. No, I appreciate the feedback, Blob. I do. And that was one of my big things, is it does make the screen smaller. And you do have a lot of space. The problem with, obviously, where's the game? If I have the game here, I can make this bigger, but it's like, it's sort of, if I actually make it smaller, you have this effect here. So if you did make it like the proper height, you do have a squish screen. I don't think that works that way, because it's a bit too squished, don't you think? It's because of like proportions and stuff with like the resolution, which is a bit unfortunate. I can guess my sender back from St. Lucia got man of the match after 1.5 seasons. Nice. I wish I could do that. Hey, it does work. At least that works. There we go. Bellamy's off the QPR. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's tough because you want to change and update and see how things are, but you also it's hard to switch from what you've got. So maybe I'll try and figure some things out with it. Maybe play around. I don't know. Maybe even move my camera up to the top right, maybe, or the top left. Although I feel like that still has the same problem. I think the bottom right is probably the area that's not affected the most, potentially. But I'll play around with it and we'll see what works. But yeah, okay, yeah, you did say yeah for the bottom cluttered bit. Yeah, maybe. I'll figure it out. Maybe the problem is with it is like I was thinking like if I can probably put like this match tendencies tickets like above and below my camera like in the old one, but then you've got this big blue space here, which is unfortunate. Like as Matt said, it would be good to have this sort of screen, like sort of all the way down, but resolution is annoying. So it'll be going back to the drawing board potentially and having a little look and seeing what might work, what might not work. But I very much appreciate the feedback. It's good to hear. Let's see. Apoiston's making a bid for a Stengo. My man. I feel like new viewers that would join the stream would enjoy the bigger screen because they can see what's going on easier. Yeah, that is true. That is true. What if I zoom in? Hold on. What have we got in preferences? This could be hell. We could do 75% zoomed in. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's true, but I don't know if it is zoom in 125%, boys. Here we go. We're going in 100. We're going in. Enhance NCIS music. But it's like you can say the whole it ain't broke, don't fix it, but you also want to upgrade things because if like some things aren't broken, but they can be upgraded, and changed. 50% zoom out. God no, you won't be able to see anything. It'll be interesting to see what this has affected. I hate playing on like the zoom will really probably affect me, but we'll see what it looks like. We'll see what it looks like. Hold on. I'll have a look at what other streamers are doing as well, like Work the Space and Dr. Benjamin, see what they have, because that can also help and see what looks good on theirs and what you like from other streamers and stuff. Not copy, but it's also sort of one of those ones where you try and take the best attributes and try and emulate them to the best of your ability. But we'll see. Let's hold on. Changing the skin takes a while, I think, because obviously it's got to reset all the badges, so the big badge pack gets reset. You'll be misclicking everywhere and you would sell your best player. God, could you imagine? Could you imagine? Okay. Oh, I could turn off the view matches in 3D. I could just turn it off, lads. Beautiful. Did I save? No, I didn't save. So hopefully we don't crash. But I wouldn't think it would crash. So you just got to hope for the best, I guess. And hope we don't crash dump. Although hopefully it wasn't like we had to change much through the day. So you just had to continue into the next day, ask it, and see. Into the new stadium. No, I haven't. Not into the new stadium. So we'll see. We just have to hope. Let's see. Oh, okay. 4 out of 57. 2 out of 47. 0 from Europe. Interesting. 2 from North America. 1 from Oceania. 1 from South America. You're most done out of South America. 10% done in South America already. Oh, look at that. But yeah, we just gotta hope we don't crash here. Maybe I'll save in between. Once this skin changes, this skin effect comes in. I think it does take a while. I don't know why. Like I'm doing this now, but we're doing it live. I was like, oh, we're gonna get so many games done today. We're an hour in and we've got 1 game, so pretty much on schedule. There we go. Oh goodness. So it's a bit. It does look a bit bigger. I wonder what it looks like that. Hold on. Sometimes it takes a while to update. Does that look better? I don't know. It's a lot bigger. It looks a lot. Oh my goodness! It's a lot bigger for me. Oceania first and Shite Nations that are non-FIFA. Oh my goodness! It's a lot more. It looks weird. It looks like I don't know. The focus is weird. Oh my goodness! Look at that. To be fair, that probably works pretty well for that screen. Honestly, it's probably like pretty decent. If I go to like tactics or something, hold on. Honestly, that. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Of course, with tactics zoomed in, you don't have the things on the left. Did I? No, I haven't fixed the mouse issue. I was looking to fix the mouse issue for ages, hard. But I honestly, I was trying loads of solutions and none of it worked. I'll keep trying, but I don't know. That's so weird. What if I go into a game? What happens if I go into a game in this? No, I shouldn't go to this one. I should go to the most recent game. 2-0. I want to look at the goal here. Harvey Swanwick. Let's see if zoomed in actually looks better on this screen. see. I wonder what it actually looks like. Hold on, we're loading. Okay, the FM15 tags doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, the game looks pretty decent, doesn't it? I think it looks pretty decent zoomed in on this. I think the zoom, if I was gonna switch to this one, I probably would switch to zoomed in because it looks a bit that you can see more. I think, can't you? Like, things will change a little bit, but you can see the text really easily there. Interesting. What if I look at a player? Let's go look at Sean Curtis. Like, I feel like it's pretty decent. Okay, that's interesting to know. That's interesting to know. We'll switch back now. I'll give it a save first, just in case. Just in case. No clean sheets by either teams in the 5 friendlies so far. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. There we go. 24. By the way, Sean Curtis, only 24. And I think he's 5 or 6 time Welsh Player of the Year. He is incredible. Incredible. Okay, okay, it's not responding, but that's the usual in these saves. But we'll switch back to Zoom, the proper Zoom, and then we'll move on from there. And actually get some actual games played, and I'll sort out more overlay stuff not on stream. Okay, let's see. Perfect. But new stadium, boys, huge news. I can't believe we actually finally got a new stadium. It must have been 25 years. It must have been locked behind the 25 years, I reckon. So it'll be interesting to see what happens at the end of next year. But okay, let's see. Okay, all sorted. Okay, saves actually progressing now. So there we go, perfect. It's interesting. His technicals aren't actually that good. His technicals are pretty poor, Sean Curtis. But his mental and his physicals are incredible. They're very, very, very good. He's only 5'9". He's a very small boy, but okay. Let's see. Here we go. Come on, FM. You got this. And then we'll switch back over to Thingamajig. That'll take another 5 minutes. How much does the capacity go? Goes up from 11,000. I think they'll got. I think we'll get a maximum of 60,000. I don't think we'll get 60,000. I reckon it will be like a 32,000 or 35,000. But we'll be able to expand it maybe to 45, hopefully to 60. And then we'll have to wait another 20, 25 years for the 100,000 seater stadium. So the good thing about getting this in is because then it puts that timer, it restarts the timer back to 20 years. Because once the stadium's built, we go, okay, another 20 years, potentially 25. We hit that 100,000 seater and we can move on from Barry. And that'll be really interesting to see. Like we'll move on from Barry to a new team, and that'll be really cool to go way back to the start again. Currently high on monohydrate creatine, past 3 to 4 weeks. I've lost 5 to 6 kilograms. Oh my god, I feel like a god from going from unfit to substantially more fit. Hello, Eldon. That's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. I'm back at the gym now as well, so I'm hoping to join you on the losing weight levels. Keelan and Bale and our teammates is in the history of. Oh yeah, he's gone to LA, hasn't he? That's mad. I forgot about that. That was news today. But yeah. By the way, Eldon, new stadium planning, 100,000 seater before the end of the year. Oh, God no, God no. I wouldn't think so because I reckon this stadium. Well, we've got a year and a half to do planning, so it'll be 2078, and then I think the stadium build will be 3 years. So I don't think we will get the new stadium if it goes through until 2281-82. So then that takes us 20 years from 2282 is 2302. So that we've already got maybe another 24, 25 years. We do, if we're doing well, we do 30 seasons in a full calendar year. So I think potentially by this time next year, we will be at a new club. There's like 15 golf courses around LA. Oh my God, he loves it. Hello, Robert Sergio. Oh, thank you for the follow, mate. How are you, man? How's it going, fella? How have you been? You've joined in for the first time, but we're just talking about potential plans for the save now that we're getting a new stadium. Hopefully, did legs. Well, hamstring and quad yesterday. I need to finish off arms with rows. Feel like a child again with how much any have been making all of a sudden after 3 weeks. Nice. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I'm slowly getting back into it. How many times are you going a week? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. We asked for a new stadium today after 25 years, and it's finally gone through. So I'm very, very happy. And I'll play one Ballon d'Or as well. In my friendly results, 2-2, 2-3, 2-2, 2-1, 1-2, and 3-2. Wow, that's a lot of goals. How Eldon? Actually talking to you about gym stuff. I did my first ever pendulum squats last week. Oh my days! The pain, but also they're incredible. But also the pain. They were a bit mad. Oh my goodness. Chelsea versus United, Premier League versus Championship. You'll love to see it in the FA Cup. Pretty new to FM. What team should I manage to start with, in your opinion? Do you have a favourite team, Robert? Because I think one of the best things to do in FM is start with your favourite team, because obviously you know the players in that team. And it's a lot easier to get invested with a save, especially when you're like supporting the team and you're like, oh, what can I do better that my team in real life is not doing? And then you can make those decisions yourself, and you sort of know the club better, and have a good save with them. I already did that and did City and did pretty well. Okay, do you support Man City? I do different body sections in a row for maybe 5-6 days, then rest weekends. 6th day tends to be cardio. Nice. Watch that game. Watch what game? Not only that, start with a team with a lot of money, more room for mistakes. You have a season to go. Oh, okay, awesome. Fair enough. Okay, so City, obviously, it's a bit of a nice, easy start, I guess. Maybe you need to get more of a challenge in. So one of the things, watch. Oh, Chelsea United. Nah, we don't need to watch Chelsea United. It's just Chelsea smashing United, probably. You could go for maybe like. Obviously, you know that English League. You could start with a League 2 club, maybe. Try and work your way up the league, because that's a bit more progression. You're playing with worse players, and you're trying to maybe even, well, if you really want to start low, you could do Championship, and obviously you have to try and win promotion to the Premier League, and then obviously you have to deal with being a relegation team. Sort of English saves are always pretty good. Start as one of City's feeder teams. Oh, that could be a cool idea. Cool, like trying to just become like the bigger affiliate, maybe. Don't do New York. Don't do America. Do not do MLS teams in FM, especially if you're new. It's very difficult. But yeah, could start like all the way at the Vanarama South or Vanarama Conference and go from a non-league side and try and win the Premier League, like a proper road to glory from the bottom to the top. That would be pretty cool. Okay, we got TNS here. I want to start Bruno Delgado. I'm liking him a lot. Also, Tim Spann, I think. We're going to start both of them. Who else have we got? We've got Phil Davies on the bench somewhere. Where's Phil? Taskin. Morris. Play Morris up top, actually, instead of Vieira. Swap those two over. They want Proper in at ball in midfielder. Okay, let's go. Also, I do the pendulum swings, kettlebell swings for my arms, legs. Use 8K for 14. It works great in a 16... double-handed routine works wonders. Just hold your core a lot to make sure to avoid. No, I don't mean pendulum swings. I mean pendulum squats. Have you know the pendulum squat machine? So like you have the thing behind you and like the bar like this, like this, and it swings down like So you're like this, and you go like down like that, and then you have to squat back up again. But yeah, I know pendulum swings with a kettlebell. But pendulum squats. My East Timor player has got a man of the match in 40, but he hasn't got. Oh no, damn man! But you got to move to a one striker formation, so he's the one that gets all the goals. That's how I got Florentino. He was the main striker. Okay, here we go. So they are playing a 4-5-1 as well, but we are away from home here, so it'll be very interesting to see how this goes. But we are starting like our 3 key youngsters like Spann. Well, not Spann and Proper and Delgado. Delgado's probably the 4th one. I'm interested in doing Fulham, trying to get them to the... Yeah, no, that's a good one. That's sort of a next step. Bring in Fulham, because obviously you're not going to be winning every game. It's probably be very hard at the start, because obviously with Man City, you're expected to win every game. And it'll be tough going from winning every game easily to basically winning only a handful and trying to scrap, and you probably will get spanked once or twice from like City or Chelsea or United or Liverpool or something like that, but you got to sort of learn how to play against more teams that are better than you. But that'd be a pretty cool one to do, to see it whether you can stay up and then maybe make Fulham into a good wow, what a goal, Craig Morris with a fantastic goal. Well, that thing I just got with the 8-kilogram kettlebell. My arms feel so tender after 2 odd days. Fair enough. As a new FM player doing non-league team is a big... Really? Okay. Oh, I went straight in, to be fair. I quite liked it. Also, winner of the laziest clickbait title of 22. Let's have a look at this. What is this? By the way, how is this given as Morris's goal? He shoots, hits the post. Morris then... To be fair, I guess they got confused with all the Morrises. That's probably why. Curtis having a knock is not what I want to see, though. Daniel Walter injured their player. Anthony not present. Ajax train as he makes Man United transfer starts clear. Is he just on holiday still? Robert Fulham, Fabrizio Romano says, here we go. Hey, good luck, man. Good luck. That'll be a fun one to do. Try and emulate them and get promoted back to the Prem and then also stay up. Why am I making a sub? Yeah, let's cancel that. Oh, yeah, that's their centre-back got injured. Ajax internationals are on holiday. That's amazing. Yeah, I knew it'd be something like that. Like the journalism in the transfer window is really just in the gutter, man. Because people, they oh my goodness, Delgado, what a goal! He is a goal scoring machine. He's got 3 goals from left back. Thanks for help. I'll tell you how to. Yeah, no, keep us updated, man. Keep us updated. Hopefully it goes well, man. It'd be interesting to see how it goes. Hello, Forder. Yes, I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. How are you? Yeah, the transfer journalism, it's in the gutter at the moment because obviously they make money for every article they click. So they'll just put out new articles where nothing's actually changed in the situation. They just word it in a different way to get everyone excited and stuff. Man, Arsenal are trying to sell in Rafinha, and I would, honest to God, ditch Jesus for him. Rafinha's very good, but 60-70 million is a lot, and he's incredible that you don't actually know whether he would be able to transfer his playing style to an Arsenal side club. It'd be very interesting to see how he does, honestly. But Arsenal, if they get him, that's a big sign. Fabio Vieira as well from Porto, very good. Arsenal are making some good signings, honestly. Jesus getting agreed as well. Like, they are making some moves. Chelsea, meanwhile, are getting people out the door. Lukaku's gone. We're trying to swap Werner or Pulisic for maybe Delict with the Juventus. Ziyech, I think, in talks with Milan. Rafinha is a go-to player. I love watching him. I know he's one of those players you love watching, but it's like whether that will transfer to a bigger club. You never know. Here comes the money. Hello, Aaron. Money talk. Hello, mate. Here comes the money. How are you? Oh, its fan base is being hounded by United fans for wanting to keep our players and knowing we won't sell players this window. Yeah, Man United seem to be having not a good time because, like, while Chelsea kind of have an excuse of not doing transfers yet because we've just had a new ownership and we need to sell players, United are kind of just like, they're trying to get offered people and nothing's happening. It's very worrying if you're a United fan. If we get Jesus and Rafinha, as the reported press, we will spend 150 mil. That's a lot of money. A lot of money for Arsenal, especially when you didn't come, what's it called, in the Champions League spots. So if you don't get him next year, Arteta's surely got to be out. Surely got to be out. But from what I'd heard, Rafinha said his priority's Barca, and then I'd heard that he wanted Chelsea, Tottenham, then Arsenal. But of course, Barca can't afford him. They've agreed personal terms with everyone, but they can't even sign free agents because they're so financially screwed. And I don't know if Chelsea are actually in for him or not, but we'll have to see. Got my Liverpool tops. I want Nunez. Nice, I saw them, man. That's awesome. That's good to see, man. Perfect for the next new season. Still need a midfielder or two. Tielemans would be decent and relatively cheaper. Good mate, Ty from work. Oh, I understand. You working today? That sucks, man. Work on the Saturday. 25 odd mil. Yeah, 25 mil for Tielemans is pretty decent, I'd say. That's a good bit of business. Barcelona just don't have the wage bill. They don't have money for anything. It's hilarious that it's all these transfer dealings come out and they're like, oh, Barcelona have agreed personal terms with Rafinha. Barcelona have agreed personal terms with Azpilicueta, Alonso, all these players. It's like, you can't even sign them, man. Like, I know you've agreed personal terms, but until you fill up the wage bill, mate, like, Jesus, fuck Tielemans. Why don't you like Tielemans, that god? Lewandowski. Apparently, they're somehow gonna get Lewandowski. Now I'm still being predicted by betting. Yeah, that is crazy if that did happen. I don't think it will, Matt. I don't think that's gonna be the case. I think we'll. Oh, it's a foul from Kramaric. I think we might get Sterling and maybe Dembele. But I don't think Neymar's a bit out there, honestly. Well, fucking. Do you see the reports today? David Ornstein said that Bowley was talking. There we go. There's the third goal. Beautiful. It was just a one goal. David Ornstein is saying we're talking with Todd Bowley's talked with Jorge Mendes about Ronaldo, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, like, what the fuck? Neymar's 30. How did that happen? I know. Time flies, man. Time flies. Okay, we're gonna sub off Vieira. He's had a poor game for once for Swanwick, and we'll leave it there. Can't wait for him to stop playing well and trying after we fail to get UCL football again. Weddings happening in Camp Nou to raise funds. Fans don't. Oh yeah, it is honestly insane. I'm happy. I'm happy it's happening to Barca because they're finally reaping what they've sowed. All of this they talked about, like they've sort of cheated the system constantly, and now they're trying to get out of it, and it's great. Had a great day yesterday with a lady friend and her dog. Love so much. Pre-birthday dinner on the 6th or 7th before she goes on holiday. Nice, Aaron. That's good to hear, man. That's amazing, fella. Glad you're having a good time. Declan Rice. Hopefully Rice, yeah. Hopefully Rice. That's gone very quiet at the moment. But he's only got one year left. Well, 1 or 2 years left. So either they sell him big soon or they're going to lose him on a free at this rate. Ronaldo to Roma is just a sidestep from United. Where did Barca put the 222 mil for Neymar? Exactly. Well, it's because they're giving randomers like Titi 150k a week. Like, Jesus. Got some good screenshots from your vid. Well, too. Ah, hello, Jambo. How are you? How's it going, fella? Coutinho and Griezmann, Dembele. Yeah, they've spent their money very poorly, and they give like ridiculous wages to people. Like, everyone's on like 200k a week. That's where all their money is going. Yeah, I think Juve are looking for Ronaldo at the moment. I think probably that's the biggest one. Well, Juve are looking at a few people to sign, but it's all over the place at the moment. They gave it all to Griezmann. That was a funny transfer. I think everyone. I was when they signed him. I was like, that's never gonna work out. It's not really a Barca thing, and it just, yeah. Long day Scotland to North Wales. Oh damn, Jambo. Yeah, fair enough, man. Hopefully the car wasn't too bad, and you're all there in one piece. Love the fact that United fans don't understand that if a club doesn't have to sell, they just set a far too... Exactly. United fans are not going to be very happy as this transfer window rolls on. I reckon they'll eventually get him, but you might have to overpay quite a lot. Suarez should never been let go. Atleti player benefits so much from that. Yeah, exactly. It was hilarious that he ended up winning the league with them after being let go from Barca. Like it's going to be interesting because Barcelona are basically selling their soul at the moment because they're doing all these deals to get actual money. Like they're selling their stadium to Spotify or whatever. It's not looking good for them. It'd be very interesting. What is a Barca DNA style player? Yeah, Barca Stoke is the future. Oh, you love to see it. You love to see it. Yeah, no, but it's like the Man United DNA thing. It's like what is the Man United DNA? It's a buzzword. It's a buzzword, really. You got to adapt and change as time things go on. Still think Liverpool need a scoring midfielder because Henderson, Thiago don't score enough, and even though we have heaps of scoring forwards, I don't know because I feel like the way Klopp sets it up, he doesn't want goal-scoring midfielders. He wants like workhorse midfielders. I guess Thiago's a bit different than that, but the old way was that he had workhorse midfielders because then that allows your fullbacks to get on, and then the fullbacks become your attackers, putting the balls in for your three forwards sort of thing. So you have sort of that 5-man attack, and then you've got the 3 defenders with 3 midfielders and 2 defenders. But to be fair, you could never say no to a goal-scoring midfielder. Like if you offered me Lampard in his prime now, my God, I would bite your hand off, man. I wish Chelsea need a goal-scoring midfielder, man. Chelsea have no goal-scoring midfielders. It's awful. apart from Mount, but he's been playing forward. Bring Mount back into an 8, and he's been playing much better. Not only that, but adding 1 billion release clauses to all their youngsters. Oh yeah, that's hilarious. That is. It's because I think Spain, you have to put a release clause in, and I think that after they put the PSG accepted Neymar's release clause, they triggered it. They suddenly went shit. They'll actually trigger it, so they've set them really high. Talking on iPad, so maybe delayed. Fair enough, Jambo. Fair enough, man. You play 4-3-3, but not 4-2-3-1, so it's harder for CMs to score. Yeah. I feel so bad for Liverpool. All that's going to happen is that Jota is going to outperform Nunez. Yeah, Nunez is a weird one, honestly, for me. I feel, well, obviously Michael Edwards has left Liverpool, and I can see, I don't think Nunez would have been signed under Edwards, because he had a good breakout season in Benfica, but paying 80 million euros, nearly 100 million euros, it's 60, 70 mil with add-ons. For him, I don't know. It'll be very interesting to see how he adapts to the Prem. I hope, in a way, I hope he crashes, because of all the times Chelsea have had it crash. But yeah, I'd love Hendo on the bench and Trent in midfield and Ramsey down. Yeah, to be fair, Calvin Ramsey, very good signing. I think he's a very decent signing. But I wonder if there'll be more rotation in that sense. I reckon when I get Fulham up, I can play sit-back counter-attacking football. It'll be interesting to, you have to try and find out how, what tactics work and what your players can do, but fair enough, Jambo. The board say crucial minimum reach 5th round of the FA Cup as Fulham fifth round isn't too bad, because I think Fulham jump in at 3rd or 4th round, so hopefully you just get a couple easy ties, but that probably shouldn't be I think the league position is the more important one. You need to, if you fail the league one, that's probably when you get sacked. The cups probably don't matter that much. Nunez, great presser. Jota, a better all-round striker. I haven't seen much of Calvin Ramsey. Excited to see him play. Yeah. Fuck this shite game. Oh no, Duck God. Oh no. Not going well then. Hear fans like this, but in seeing this stuff. Did it come? I haven't seen the tweet, Jambo. Ooh. The tweet does not exist. Odd. £10 Liverpool get Munich in their Champions League group 10 times. It'd be interesting to see what the Champions League groups are. To be fair, Chelsea will get a hard one because obviously they're 2nd seed or something. But although the top seeds are really weird, I think, for the Champions League groups, isn't it? Because it's based on winners of things, winners of leagues and stuff. So it's a bit odd. You beat Villarreal, who beat Bayern. Very true, very true. But we got a long way. Well, we didn't actually have that long to go to the new season. I'll delete and do it all later. Fair enough, Jambo. Arsenal make a new offer for Leeds winger Rafinha after their opening 30 mil bid was rejected, with the Gunners to pay close to 50 mil. I don't know, because I saw they accepted 42 million for what's his name, for Calvin Phillips. So they're accepting, if 42 million gets you Calvin Phillips, Rafinha's going to be 70 to 80 million. I know you had that the release clause. If they got relegated of 25 million, so teams are pissed probably that they didn't go down, because if they did, they would have been laughing. I'd take 40 to 50, 45. Phillips is a great player. I think he's all right, but if he's worth 42 million, then Rafinha's worth a lot more. In no world is Phillips worth the same as Rafinha to me. So still, Phillips can easily be a 50, 52. 52 is very little in money compared to 45. That's only 6-7 million. That's not much to these clubs. It's 55 mil or so gets harder. Yeah, but Haaland, that was because of the release clause. I don't know how many years Phillips had on his contract left, and I don't know how much Rafinha does, but Haaland was, you get him for 55 mil or he goes on a free next year. The year before that, you had to pay 115 mil to get Haaland, and that was because he had 2 years left. So Haaland, you could have got him if he agreed to go with you for 110 mil. It's all about contract lengths and stuff, especially in the days of higher player power. A lot of players are going, why don't I just hold out until my contract runs out and I can get a big pay on signing on bonus. And a lot of people are doing that. By the way, Etienne's off to Port Talbot. Aziz is also off to Aberystwyth. Phillips way better player than Rafinha. I don't know. I don't rate Phillips that highly. I don't really rate Phillips that highly. I don't know if I rate Rafinha that high, but I don't know if I rate Phillips that highly. I don't watch much Leeds, honestly, but I watched England. And I don't rate him for England that much. 6-7 million is an entire year's wages. I don't. It's not. It's 6-7 million. I don't think is that much for these big clubs. If you're squabbling over 6-7 million, like, I don't know, man. It's more like you're squabbling over 10s and 20s of millions. I think I've managed to get Carvalho to stay with a 20. That's not bad, to be fair. It'd probably lose him at the end of the year unless you update that contract. But 100 million gets you Grealish. Exactly. It all depends on contracts. Liverpool linked with Rodrigo. Okay. Might convert to United supporters of love even more pain. Phillips is a great player, but he won't get many injuries. Many minutes. Well, no. Well, I think he will, because he's supposed to be the backup for Fernandinho. And Fernandinho's like 35 or something. Well, Fernandinho's retired now, isn't he? He's the backup to Rodri. So, and Pep loves his rotation. So I think Phillips is coming in for that. City pulled off daylight roll. Yeah, well, everyone knew whoever was getting Haaland was going to get a steal, but it was just convincing him of the project, because it was just a release clause. Like, he could have gone anywhere with that release clause. But it is an absolute steal, yes. I'm just annoyed he rejected Chelsea, because we bid 115 million for him, but he rejected us because he wanted to go to Spain or Man City. I think he probably thought that that we were a bit too difficult to play for, and I hate him for that, because we got Lukaku and we all know how that ended up. Dude, everything is going to be okay. If you ever need to talk, I'm here for you. Oh no, I might. Chelsea haven't signed anyone yet. No, we signed a youth goalkeeper. I think we're more focused on getting people out, like the dead weight out the door now, because we're talking like about trying to get rid of Werner, get rid of Pulisic, get rid of Ziyech. We've got rid of Lukaku. I think Bowley's come in and he's gone, okay, we need to sort of sort this dead wood out. And I'm very grateful for that, because a lot of these players have just sat around, not playing like shit and continuing to be shit and not having to actually sort of suffer for it. So I do appreciate that. I think Ziyech's in talks with what's his name in Milan, and Werner and Pulisic maybe Juventus. His agent refused lower than that. I just renewed it, but he will help me up again. Exactly, yeah, get good money next year. With champion, yeah, Phillips will play more. Jokes, follow Shamrock Rovers. Linked with Mount for 67 million. Chelsea would not sell Mount for 67 million. Like, I think Mount is unsellable at Chelsea at this point. I think these are just random rumors that come about. Like, Mount he's just signed a new contract. Like, that's nothing. I mean, strikers don't have the best. That's very true. Only Drogba, Costa, and Tammy have really broken those striker allegations recently. That's what I was saying. If Haaland wanted a real challenge, he would come to Chelsea and see if the Chelsea striker curse is on him. I think he was too scared. I think he saw that. He saw the transfer curse, the striker curse, and was like, nah, I'm not playing with fate. I'll go to Man City and just stat pad. Like, I don't want that challenge. No worries. No, God, have a good take. Apart from Diego Costa and Drogba. Yeah, and Tammy got 15 non-penalty goals in that Lampard season. Incredible. Why do I get so many injuries? Maybe you're playing your players too often. I rest my players after every game for 1 day because their conditions get lower. So maybe try and rest players. Obviously, the Championship, you have a lot of games very early on. Maybe you have to look at what are your physios like. You need to try and look in your staff and see if you've got any good physios. Because obviously physios help and fitness coaches as well. Unless I guess they say 2.5 hour drive is local. Mount is homegrown, so way more than 67. He was like the French. Exactly, yeah. I don't think we'd sell Mount, but if we did, I reckon it'd be over 100 million. Mount is overrated. English media overrates young players so hard. I don't think Mount is overrated though. I don't. I love him a lot. But potentially some people might overrate him. I'd say some people are going to overrate players, and some people underrate players. Half of the Chelsea fan base hate Mount with a passion and want him absolutely like want him to have career-ending injuries and they shouldn't be considered Chelsea fans if that's the case, but they do. So I think Mount gets overrated and underrated. Right, there we go. Chelsea are expected to engage Michael Edwards over there. Yes, I did see that, but I think I heard that Michael Edwards wants a break with his family, and it would take a lot to get him out of it. I would love if we got Michael Edwards, though. It'd be incredible. If you look in staff search, you can... So, for staff and stuff, I go staff search in the staff tab, and you can look... So, I can, like, a fitness coach, and you can do the attributes by fitness coaching. So, say I wanted to look for it. I want them to be a fitness coach. I look, and you can look at the coaching attributes here. And then it says fitness, and you can see and try and offer them a contract, or physio, and you can look for physiotherapy. There you go. Do similar thing there. Where's the I think mental attributes is physiotherapy. There you go. Also, if you want to rest players, you just go to your squad and you could right click on someone and you can go to training and rest for 1 day or 1 week. I do 1 day after every match, and I just highlight them all and do that. Plenty of Zealand. Yeah, Zealand videos are really good. Zealand videos are very good for intro stuff. So I would say definitely go watch Zealand's videos as well. Bale's going to LAFC. Must be loads of... There's 15, Misa. It was talked about earlier on the stream. Saw a striker was on loan at Carlisle from Middlesbrough, who was meant to be the next Michael Owen. Now he's at Coventry, still young. Ah, Jack Grealish was still Irish. He'd be worth 25 mil. Same with Rice. I don't know, because I think Irish is still... Is Irish still considered homegrown? Potentially. I don't know. But, to be fair, there are homegrown quotas. So, obviously, homegrown is going to cost more. Especially with Brexit coming in. So, with Brexit things, Rice is a traitor. To be fair, it's kind of funny, because Rice did to Ireland what Ireland does to Northern Ireland. Because I have a Northern Irish mate, and he was like, I love it, because what the Irish AFFA do is they steal all the good Northern Irish youngsters. So what England did to Ireland is literally what they do to Northern Ireland. It's just there was a bigger fish sort of thing, and you send Ziyech back on loan for next season. I wouldn't. To be fair, I don't mind Ziyech. I would prefer like out of our attackers, I'd probably get rid of Werner and Pulisic before Ziyech. What did Grealish do? I don't remember. Grealish was with under 21s for a long in England. Southgate hated him, which is why he never plays for us. To SV Dronten, of course. Ah, there we go. The rest days, yes. Man, so sad. Rice declared for England. Watched him play for the under-20s. He's so good. Hopefully with Smallbone. Yeah. Why did Chelsea sell Tammy and sign Lukaku? I don't know, Misa. When we were talking about selling him, I hated it. I was like, Tammy is an incredible striker. We don't need to sell him. And we can see what he's doing amazing at Roma. It was an idiotic move. So stupid. I think he felt like Tuchel didn't like him, and that's the problem. There's more people to try the new layout. Yes, I will, Nizzy. Okay, thirdly, coming on Xbox, it takes like... that's annoying. So then it's Northern Irish or Southern Irish. And the FM guys was, when you live in Northern Ireland, you get Northern Irish and English citizenship up until you choose how many you take. Exactly, that's what I'm saying with Chloe. She's Northern Irish. So if our kid, he have Swedish, English, Northern Irish, Irish. Fantastic. England still players then claim... Then what? Well, then others do it to them. Who are we complaining about stealing? I guess Musiala went to Germany. That was the only one I can really think of recently. But Ireland, every nation's trying to do that, trying to steal players from everywhere because they want to try and get the best players. Ireland was born in England. Yes, he was. He could have represented England. Had him on loan in FM19 and 20. He was great. Playing, you having kids. Yeah, I want to have kids in the future. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, obviously I wanted to get some opinions because this is the old setup we've got. I want to get your opinions on this new setup that I've created. So this is the new setup that I was looking at. So obviously the match is a little bit smaller, but my head isn't here now. So you can actually see this area of the screen. You can see this area of the screen. The chat isn't here anymore. The chat's over on the right. We've got this bottom bit down. I'm planning on maybe on the bottom left, we can do like a scrolling presentation of different slides. So like the next World Major Tournament, how many years until the world record we are, what clubs we've been at. So some sort of scrolling presentation and stuff. But Baby Smory, exactly, Chloe. Ryan Greig shows Wales over England. He even played for England. Did he? I didn't know that. But yeah, what are your thoughts on this new layout? What do you think? We've had a discussion with a few other people already. Oh, Ramon's getting sent off. 30 minutes into this game, Ramon's getting sent off. That's fantastic, for fuck's sake. Oh, come on. Why? Why would they do this to me? Okay, we're going to have to go for it on 10 men. But yeah, what do you guys think of this new... I was so behind on the chat there. There was so much chat. Increase the match screen. Like, the size of the match screen. We looked at increasing the zoom in, and the zoom in helps a little bit. But the problem is, it's like, if you increase the match screen, the resolution goes off a little bit. I know it is a little small. That's one of the negatives. It's a bit smaller, the screen. We tried zoomed in a little bit, and that helped a little. I don't know if it may be, like, potentially if we, I don't know, make my smaller and this, like, up to, like, this, maybe? Because once you go up to this, you're sort of getting into the stage where you're back to there again, and I don't know. But that's what it is at the moment. It feels like it was made on Photoshop. Most of it was made on Photoshop. Obviously, all the stuff isn't aligned properly. I'm going to remake it, so potentially these lines will be better aligned. But yeah, it was all made in Photoshop. All of the stuff was made in Photoshop. I don't know if it works better or not. But yeah, let me know what you think of your eyes. Oh, Vieira nearly with an opening goal. I don't know if it feels like it was made in Photoshop is a compliment. By the way, Henry with the goal. 1-0 up, the 10 men. Not going to do the one-day rest it takes. Fair enough, mate. Maybe just you got to try rotation a bit more. Like if a player's on like 70% match fitness or 80 even, I won't play players. I'll bring in another player who's on 90 to 100, and then you've got to let your players rest. I think the other one. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll have to go back to the drawing board on this because it seems that we've had a couple people like it, but the general consensus is it's not the best, maybe, or it can be improved. So I'll have to go back to the drawing board. But I appreciate the feedback. I do appreciate the feedback. I'm trying to improve the stream as much as I can in little ways. And the one thing is I'm trying to, I don't know, maybe get my camera out of the way a little bit and add in a bit more sort of like the chat being there. Middlesbrough, first game of the season. Tessa gets injured the day before. Oh, unlucky, man. How does FM fare on Xbox? Yeah, Nizzy, don't you play on Xbox? I think you know. You're on Game Pass or something. There's a few players that play on Xbox, actually, isn't there? By the way, we're still 1-0 up here. Might be because we're used to... That is true. I think I was a bit unsure of it as well because it is different. But I think it can be improved still. I'll go back to the drawing room and maybe make things a bit cleaner and see if things work a bit better. Maybe try on the zoomed in function. Well, maybe I'll see for next stream and what it's like. But they've got a highlight here. Vela with a good tackle though. Can we get a second goal? A second goal would be huge in this game. Kochuk goes up to Henry. Ivanov wins. Got to jump off now. Catch you next time. No worries, Aggro. Thanks for dropping by. It was good talking to you again, man. Have a good night. Or Van der Castile. No! Our former player, Van der Castile, comes back. His first goal of the season. There was suspicions of... That's their first shot on target. First shot on target of the game, that is. Fuming. He's made a great run. I think Ivanov keeps him on, unfortunately, or Prigent there. But 1-1 now. It's pretty hard, to be honest. I don't know if it's just me or just harder to do some things. Oh, Vieira near post. Searching players must be frustrating. Typing on content. Yeah, I can imagine. PC is so much better. I was going to say, if you've got, like, to be fair, most laptops will run FM. So, if you've got an okay laptop or a PC, PC FM is much better, in my opinion. It takes forever. Oh, no. Yeah, I prefer PC because obviously you can see how quick it is for me to change things and do things. The mouse makes it so much nicer. So it's a big help. Okay, we're still 1-1 here. But our left back has been sent off in the past couple games here. That's so annoying. If they score from their second shot on target, I'm gonna be fuming. Okay, they have had their second shot. But the fact that we've had 60 minutes of this game with 10 men and we've got 22 shots to their 6 kind of shows how dominant we are. We've got 1 minute left. Can we score in the winner here, or will they score a winner? We've headed it straight to them. Completely agree. But the only pieces I have in my house are my parents. That's annoying, man. Fair enough. I don't know. Can you get it on the Switch yet? Potentially on the Switch. I don't know if you've got a Switch. But yeah, fair enough. Xbox. It's. I guess you got. It works, which is good. Come on, can we get a goal? Vieira, go on, lad.
Look at this dude.
Oh, who we checking? ODK. Who we checking, mate? How are you, by the way? Got a gaming laptop. I can get load 40+ leagues. Nice. I think you can add Bluetooth mouse and keyboard. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, it's a 1-1. Honestly, I'm happy. I told them I wasn't happy, but I'm very happy we lasted with a 1-1 there. We probably should have won. Celtic. Okay, we'll check Celtic, mate. Switch one sucks. Oh, fair enough. Okay. I think Jamba was asking for a supporter team. He supports Man City, I think Robert said, but managing Fulham. There we go. Yeah, I saw it pop up there. I will check Celtic now. Although I'll show you ODK. You'll probably be very happy because I don't have the Scottish League loaded. So it goes by the highest rep, and I think you'll be very happy with how it's going. So I'll go Scotland. Hello, Fancy. You're back. Hello, Mr. Barryman. Here we go. You missed it. We got Chelsea versus United in the FA Cup. I'm doing a national team stay with Portugal and Nacional de Madeira. Oh, very cool. So I'll show you the Scottish Premiership because I don't have it loaded, so it just goes on the highest rep. And at this point, Rangers have dropped down. So you didn't do 10 in a row. You've done 260 in a row. Celtic have just dominated throughout the years. Should I play on key highlights or extended? I normally do extended. I'm an extended person myself. If you want to go quickly and get through games, key's good. But extended, I think you can better see how your tactics might be working or not working. Because key highlights is sort of like, there's normally a 70-80% chance it's going to be a goal every highlight. So extended is a bit better to see what's happening and what works and what doesn't without conceding or without scoring sort of thing. And you can make more changes. It will take longer. But that's what I think. That's what my opinion is on that. I want to start to build a nation at some point. I don't know what nation. Yeah, you've done very well, Celtic. You were my affiliate for a while. Runner up. Okay, no, you haven't done anything in Europe, but you got to the quarterfinals in '73. You've done all right in Europe. Sometimes, let me see. Have Celtic ever done anything? Because I have a little thing here that shows me who's got into the Champions League, like quarters and semis and all that. But yeah, Celtic are very dominant, although the Scottish Premiership is not very well renowned, I'd say. Let's see. That's even more boring than the Bundesliga. Very true. It's like that with most unplayable unloaded leagues in this save, unfortunately. I'm a key guy. Ain't nobody got time for it. I play on key a lot, but when you're trying to figure out tactics, it's much better to do extended, in my opinion. Let's see. What's the how many times have Celtic got to the quarterfinals of the Champions League? Let's see. Quarters. They have got there. One time. Literally a single time. And that's it. Fair play. And that was recently. That was 73. Rangers are championship in FM15. Ah, okay. So they did make a little way up. But, okay. Ramon's banned. We have no left backs left. It's the year 3012. This is Celtic's 1000. Honestly. Unless I load it, it probably will be that. No worries, OD. Okay. 1-star rep league. Norway has had quite a few winners. Yeah, no. I think it's because the thing with Celtic is their reputation is so much higher than any of the teams below them. Meanwhile, in Norway, they're all like within like a relative, so that it will take a bit of a switch. It's like with the Portuguese league, Sporting, Porto, Benfica, all relatively the same, so it just switches between them. Norway the same, but then if you look at, like, I don't know what other league has a really dominant team in the top. Maybe if we look at Poland, it'll just be Lech Poznan at the top or something like that. But it's sort of just based on, like, if I go, let's have a look at the leagues. Ajax and I think PSV swap a bit. Yeah, Ajax, it's mostly just Ajax and PSV. Yeah, it's only been Ajax and PSV. So that's sort of the similar thing there. Turkey, I think it's just Fenerbahce and Galatasaray. Besiktas occasionally. Trabzonspor. But yeah, you can see it's kind of just the same. Ukrainian Premier League's probably Shakhtar. There we go. Oh, wait. Dynamo Kiev in 2185. They actually broke it once. And Metalist in 2087. And 2015. There you go. A goal for the Northern Mariana Island. Nice. Just saw on Twitter someone was 6-0 down and 40 minutes in and won 7-6. Damn. And that's a comeback. Belgian Pro League, I think this will probably be... Yeah, it's quite different Belgian Pro League. The Jupiler League? That's different. Russian... What's the Russian Prem? Is it just Zenit? Zenit in CSKA, yeah. Yeah, exactly. This was around that time, so obviously Celtic are so far ahead. Oh god, where's the Norwegian League? They are down. Jesus. The Welsh First Division? The Norwegian Premier Division's below the Welsh First Division. Jesus. Yeah, Rosenborg, Strømsgodset, and Molde. There you go. That's the Norwegian one. I was 6-0 down, lost 8-7. What's the Swiss is probably Malmö. Where is the Swiss one? Why are there so many Ukrainian divisions there? Where is Sweden? Oh god. It's a half-star league, maybe. Sweden. Swedish Premier Division. Jesus. Yeah, Malmö. Just constantly. That's the sort of things. You can get nuked by the SPFL for doing anything. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, by the way, if anyone doesn't know, we had huge news. No, it's clear as per usual. We're getting a new stadium, boys. We're in the planning stage. End of next year, hopefully that we can start construction of a new stadium for Barry. Huge news. Huge news. Okay. And also Vieira won Ballon D'Or. There we go. Stadium. Yeah, exactly. Huge. It's just mad. 25 years since the old stadium's been built. Hey, but I want to see. Is it still? Here we go. No, I want to look at this. Yeah, big news. So I'm very happy. I want to look at the FA Cup. There we go, FA Cup. Where is it? Where is it? Chelsea. Oh yeah. Oh, Chelsea won. Chelsea won. Okay, here we go. Oh goodness, Fancy. Oh goodness. Kenny Lobjolt had a great game. Toribio's still. Enrique Toribio's still playing. Oh my god. This was the guy that plays for Spain in the Euros and the World Cup. Before the new stadium's only 15,000 seats. Oh god. Yeah, we're still in the. He's only 32. He feels so much older than that. No, it's still in the planning phase, so there is no actual number of seats. I suspect it'll be around 30 to 35, and hopefully upgradable to around 45 to 60, and then we'll wait another 20 years, and then we'll get the 100,000 seater stadium. So that is the hope, but we'll have to see. Who knows? Maybe they'll just go straight for 100,000. I don't think so though. From everything I've seen. No worries, Duck God. No worries. One thing I want in FM23 is more creative stadiums. Way too many Barry stadiums. Yeah, no, that is oh, nice, Robert. Nice, Robert. 2-0. Very nice. Oh yeah, you got Mitrovic. York. Okay, we'll check York. Yeah, to be fair, you kind of know the stadium names. Okay, who else we check in Jambo? Yeah, you kind of like. I wish they did make more creative names. Brentford. Okay. No worries, Duck God. Let's go look at York. New York?
Look at this dude.
Okay, Jambo, you just want to look at everyone at the moment. Watford. Okay, here's York coming up.
Hello there.
Ah, he says hi as well. Man United do Man United things. The Glazers are still in charge. They're bottom of the championship by 15 points or something like that. Okay, who else are we checking now? Luton. We checked Luton so many times. York, Brentford, Watford, Luton. Okay, I need to write them down because we've got so many at this point. Okay, hold on. It takes a while to load the clubs, so we'll have to see. Come on, FM. Come on, where are they? They're in Sky Bet League 1. Got bored of Brexit Portsmouth already, so started at FM21 save.
Hello there.
With Dortmund to get Haaland joy before he leaves the city, plays for City. On our first 7 in Bundesliga, can beat Madrid 4-0. Nice. Here's York. They're in League 2. They're sort of jumping between League 1 and League 2. Okay. York. Where are York? But they're at 14th at the moment. So I sent my St. Lucian centre-back to left wing so he can drop the rating. So my Northern Mariana can get man of the match. He scores a back host better. That's amazing. They won League 1 a couple times. They've runner-up League 1 a couple times. So they must have gone up to Championship at some points. They were in the Championship a few times, but mostly League 1 and League 2 York. Okay. On to Brentford. Obviously now in the Premier League, but not. I don't. To be fair, Brentford have done very well actually in this save. They have won the Premier League in this save. I know that. Norwich and Watford. What? Where have we added Norwich in? There wasn't an addition of Norwich, but apparently Norwich are getting added now. It was Brentford. Haaland with only 8 goals. Oh, that's not good enough, man. Where's the 1 goal, 1 game? It should be at least that. Yeah, Brentford are actually Brentford are one of the more successful English sides, I think. Next game is against Ronald Koeman's Tianjin Jinmen Tiger. Ooh, Ronald Koeman's what? That's weird. That's crazy. Is Ronald Koeman actually over? He's not, surely. That's just an FM thing. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Brentford, currently 22nd in the Championship. Just come up from League One. My new stadium started at 16,000, expanded to a maximum of 33. The old stadium was 6,500. Okay, yeah, so I'm probably thinking... could be similar, but I'm at 11,000, so I think only adding 5,000 would be different. What if Haaland fails at Man City? Be insane, hilarious, honestly, if it does. To be fair, this will be a real test of the Bundesliga tax, won't it? In their stadium called Tianjin Olympic Center Stadium, water drop. A City fan said Foden is top 3 best in the world. Well, he's just completely overrated in then. 17-year-old Bellingham has 7 goals and 3 assists. Damn. Yeah, so Brentford, they started out in like League One, moved up to the Championship, and then quickly moved to the Prem. Won the Premier League in 2052-53. Won 3 in a row. They did really well, and then they sort of started dropping off. They were still Premier League until very recently, actually. My goodness, they only dropped. They had a double drop. They did a Sunderland, got relegated in 23-24, then finished bottom in 24, and then oh my god, they did 3 in a row. Oh my god. Koeman is taking over Dutch job in 2023. Oh, of course he is. Yes. Haaland smacked Sweden with Norway. I'm scared of City. Oh my days. They did a treble. Dropped all the way to League 2. Did they have financial problem? 23-24. Let's have a look. 2023-24. That's crazy. 23-24. Yeah, they failed Premier League and financial fair play. And then they literally moved to their new stadium and then immediately got relegated. Oh my god, they got relegated from the Championship twice in the same thing. Relegated from League One. Oh my goodness. Brecon City. Okay. Jesus Christ. I don't know what happened there. That's mad. Went into administration in 22-30. Came out of administration. I just feel better be ready for us. But that is an insane drop from them. But they came runners up in the Champions League twice. Won the Europa League, won 5 Premier Leagues. They've won everything, but well, nearly won everything. Okay. We're at Watford now. Okay.
Look at this dude.
Okay, Jambo, mate. At this point, we need to stop because we're going to be here for the rest of the stream, checking teams. Like we've still got another 4 to go. Barcelona, okay. Like I've still got another 5 to go after Watford. Leo, hello Leo, you're coming in, okay? Aston Villa, Jesus Christ, we're gonna be all over the place. just pause. We're no more progress today, lads. Cost 200. Okay, I'll just have to increase it then, I guess. Okay, well, it's loading up. Watford.
Look at this dude.
Okay, Art's jumping in now. Okay, this is what it's gonna be like. So Watford are currently in the Championship. Just come out of League One, actually. Skip all of Jambo's requests.
Look at this dude.
They came runners-up in the Premier League, actually, in 2107, which is interesting. Falkirk.
Look at this dude.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. So they were Championship, Premier League. Championship, Premier League. They were sort of mostly Championship. Okay. We're gonna just have to...
Look at this dude.
Misa, okay. This is Leeds. Okay. Hold on. Pause. Channel points. Where's my... This is getting updated live.
Belly cam.
Did it work? It didn't even work. Belly cam didn't even work. Hey, it did work. Doesn't realize you can play the system because Maury will check anyway. He's never paid for a look at this dude. Exactly. Well, it's.
Look at this dude.
Just where is it? There you go. It's. There we go. Save. With inflation. Burnley. Jambo, you're literally you're the reason for inflation in channel points. You're the reason for the rename of regen going up in points. And you're also the reason for this going up now. Like, Jesus Christ. So we're on to Luton. We've got Luton, Norwich, Brecon City, Barcelona, Aston Villa, Falkirk, Livingston, Leeds, Burnley and Hearts. So now we've got 10 more clubs to check. So we're going to be here for a while, lads. Don't for fuck's sake. This is your abuse of it. Okay, 2K is cheap. Okay. Well, this is how it's going to go then. 20,000. It's 20,000 now. This is what you've done. This is on you. This is on you. This is you're just asking for it at this point. We're gonna sit here and we're gonna look at these last 11. If you want to spend 20k on the next person to check, you could do that. But this is on you. This is on you. Oh my god. Oh, that's broken. That's broken now. Okay, Luton. They're 16th in the Premier League. Here we go. Yep, I'm not even falling for that one anymore. But no one's even doing check a team anymore. Okay, Luton have actually been in the Prem for a while now. They started in League One. Morphy Luton's like a dictator. Look, you got to put your foot down at some point. You got to put your foot down at some point, because otherwise the rest of this stream is gonna. I need to get to this world record eventually, and I can't spend entire streams doing check this random team. I'm happy to do it occasionally, but if we're gonna spend the next hour checking players. Luton. Okay, on to. Have Luton won anything? Hold on. I will give them their fair dues. Luton have come third place twice. 2189, 2120, 2190. There you go. On to Norwich. Kim Jong-un. Fuck's sake. Look, 2k is fair. 20k is great. To get this world record, you need a new PC. That is very true, Eldon. That is very true. But that needs time. That will take time. Snail's pace. Look, it's about the journey, not the destination. But the journey, if the journey is sidelined for an hour looking at random clubs, that's a very unnecessary detour. But it will take a while. It will take a while. Okay. Let's see. To be fair, the PC probably would help in loading teams up at this point, because I think it's loading up all of their history takes a while. Here's a wedding fund. Exactly, I've got a wedding to fund too now. So the PC's dropped in its priority. Oh, Norwich have just been relegated from League One and nearly from League Two. So they're in League Two at the moment. Norwich are not doing well. Let's have a look at what their history is like. They have not done very well. I'll say that. Yeah, they've been in the Vanarama Conference, League 1, League 2. Refund them all, put it back to 200. Do we have a deal? No. You have to live with the consequences of your actions. It will be staying at 2k for a while. League 1, they have not done anything, Brecon. Brecken's a quick one because they have no actual history here. Yeah, they're nothing. Brecken's quick. Aston Villa. Here we go. Who did Aston Villa? It was so long ago now. He's probably left. Leo, mate, are you still about? We've got another 5 to go after Villa, so we're nearly finished. Nearly, I say. But here we go. Let's see. Scottish League 1. Come on. It's taking its time. Villa, have Villa done anything in this save? I don't think Villa. Oh yeah, Villa are really. They're pretty poor in this save. Actually, I think they're in like League 1 or League 2 at the moment. They've not had a good time, to be fair. Let's have a look. Let's actually check. Come on. Huddersfield have been beaten 1-0. Hey, good stuff, Robert. No, good start to your film career. Yeah, they're currently 20th in League 1. They got promoted from League 2 though. They have no manager currently though. Competitions. Oh no, the schedule's broken. Oh no, they're a 2-star team. So when was the 3D channel? That got added this stream basically, because if you want to watch a game in 3D. Okay, so to be fair, Villa started in the Prem and then never came back after 2040. They spent most of the time in the Championship in League 1. That's interesting. Okay, Falkirk. I don't think Falkirk will have much history, honestly, because they're Championship. Scottish League Challenge Cup winners a few times. Won a lot of Scottish Championships. Scottish League Challenge Cup. That's cheaper than look up a club. Exactly. This is what inflation does, Jambo. What's next? Livingston. The Scottish ones are pretty quick because they don't actually have any history because they're not loaded. So Livingston, they're in the Championship. They've won it twice. Mostly League One, to be fair. You could put it to 200, but make it so you have one per stream. I'll have to look into that potentially. Leeds. Oh yeah, Leeds aren't even in the leagues at the moment. I forgot about Leeds. You can actually do that. I will have to be doing that then. Yeah, they're out. They're in the Northern Premier League division at the moment. Interesting. Burnley. Burnley also have won a Premier League. That will be done after the stream. Maximum 5 per stream or something like that. No, 5. Maybe 2 per stream. Because semi-pro Leeds. Semi-pro Leeds. Yeah, Leeds are really doing poorly. Really doing poorly. We're interested to see when they come back, or if they do come back, or whether we'll just lose them to the void of the non leagues, the non-football manager leagues. That'll be something. That'll be something. Okay, Burnley up next. Then finally Hearts, and then we can actually continue, lads. Okay. Let's see. Come on. Burnley actually do have history, so they'll take a bit longer to load here. Come on, FM. Leeds are as shit as they are in real life. Leeds, to be fair, Leeds' signings this year have been pretty decent. They're just doing football manager stuff, going to the Austrian Bundesliga and signing all their players. Okay, so they're League One at the moment. They just got relegated from the Championship, but Burnley have won a Premier League. What is this, Ard? Let's have a look. Oh god, is it a meme? Let's have a look. This guy wants me to look at a team. They're in the Premier League, the Northern Premier League. Exactly. Yeah, they were Europa League runners-up, which is slightly better. Oh, FM Hub, thank you for the follow, mate. How's it going? And look at that, 2089 Premier League winners. Huge. Burnley, though, they've fallen on hard times recently. Championship, they got up to the Premier League in sort of the mid-2080s, and then through to the 2100s, they sort of relegated back. Bit of back and forth. And then they sort of dropped fully into League One. And they've been back in the Championship for a bit. I care. And finally, Hearts. Finally. We finished the looking up. Their Scottish Premiership. Here we go. They have come runners-up a lot of times. Did get relegated once to the Championship. Didn't do Barcelona. For fuck's sake, I missed Barcelona, didn't I? Barcelona. Here's Barcelona. God. I mean, Madrid 4-0 at home, but just lost 4. Oh my god. Oh, at least it's group stages, but my god, that would have been some insane knockout round game. Barcelona, I think they've just sacked their manager actually, because they're not doing very well in La Liga at the moment. But we'll have to have a look. Let's see. Are they in debt? I don't think so. They don't have the financial problems probably that that FM does. He's doing it again. It's the same. Is it the same guy though? No, it's not. It's not. Hold on. Is it the same one? Fuck's sake. Also lost 3-2 into 6 points for 4. Ooh, that's not the best then, Fancy. Like real in real life. I wouldn't think so because this is FM 15. So they're currently in the Europa League. They are rich. So yeah, no, they're fine. They're fine. But they won a few Champions League. You can't see that though. Won 102 La Ligas. So they've kind of been in the La Liga the whole time. Yeah, they never got relegated. But they haven't won it since like the early 2200s, I think. The last time they won it was 2236. So there you go. Okay, here we go. So let's continue. Aziz is off to Aberystwyth. I thought that I don't know. I had high hopes for him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but he never just worked out. I think Estenga was just kept being so good. He kind of lost his spot. Those ironic kits, not as good as Celtic. No, Celtic and Shakhtar and that are sort of a cut above in terms. Well, I think there's a Brazilian clubs that win their league every year. As well, so they sort of just dominate because the Hall of Fame is dominated by like managers from Brazil and Ukraine because they stay at one club for like 20 years and just win their league over and over and like just boost their ranking. So okay, Pennybon up next in 3 days, first versus fourth. We're gonna get to our third game in potentially 2 hours. Oh no, the fourth game we played TNS. We did Aberystwyth, TNS, Afan Lido. Okay, so we've done 3 games already in 2 hours. Which is probably on par for us. Probably on par. But, okay. Do you have any teams that you have a soft spot for? well, Chelsea. Groningen, because I watched the game there. I lived there for a little bit. Karuna, because I'm living here. Places I've lived mostly. Not Leicester anymore. I don't like Leicester anymore. Horsham, my hometown. Who else do I have a soft spot for? What clubs do I like in Europe? I like sort of teams I've managed on FM. So I like for some reason I just like Heracles Almelo. I like their name. Who else do I have a soft spot for? A little bit Southampton, because that was one of my first FM saves. Hawkesson. One of my first FM saves was with Southampton. So I have a little soft spot for them just from the memories of like having like Luke Shaw, Jack Cork, Lallana, all of those players. Worthing. No, not Worthing. Worthing's are rivals. I scored against Millwall. It got ruled out and then scored 1 minute later. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay, let's see. Any news here? Where else? Like Bloemfontein Celtic in South Africa, like them. Who else? What other teams do I have soft spots for? Afan Lido, of course. All of the Welsh clubs I've managed. Hilarious, I've forgotten about them. The players are so tired. Oh no. Oh no, you need to rotate maybe. Most people reject his message. Nobody cares, so shut up. They hated hard because he told them the truth. We're 2-0 down. Oh no. Oh no, Robert. You can come back from 2-0. What have happened to Airbus? Airbus have just dropped off completely. They were in the save at the start, but then they got relegated. And like I've gone through the problems with the problem with the Welsh League is that obviously we don't have a league below us open. So as the same as Celtic winning the league on their reputation every time, the game picks certain teams to come up by their reputation as well. So if you've got a higher reputation, you have a higher chance of coming back up again. But the problem is what's happened here, if we go to Wales, is, I'll show you the clubs. What about my team Brighton? A little, just because they're kind of close to Horsham, but not really. I have a mate who supports Brighton, so Airbus is a weird name. Well, where's this weird with names? Okay, so if I go to the clubs, you can see you've got like Thanethi, apparently got a 4.5 star thing, and then you've got Bala, Goitra, Carmarthen, Bangor City, and Ridmwin. They all have 3 stars and above. Airbus next up with 1 star. So it'd have to be really, really lucky because you only have 2 spots. So you have to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these 6 teams are so much higher percentage, and then Airbus is really low. It'd be interesting to see if I just kept reloading whether we would get Airbus one day. I might try it, but yeah, it's a shame because basically these teams are kind of prevented from coming back up because these teams' reputation is so high. I've absolutely hammered them on every stat except goals. That's one of the first rules of FM. Robert, you get FM'd. We have an emote for it. Get FM'd. That's how it is. You have to pay 20k to look up a club. Hey, we're look. I'll look up a club if I want to. What teams do I hate? United, Arsenal, Liverpool, Tottenham. Who else do I hate? Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. Who else do I hate? Leicester, relatively. No, not really. Super hate. Arsenal again. 2-0 loss fuming out. It's finished. Lenza, save and reload 1 day before reset. Change the teams that come up. Before the reset, it's how Diffuse Challenge gets as many teams as possible on day 1 of a new FM. Ah, it's a day before Lenza. I thought it was the day of. I thought it was like, so. Yeah, no, okay, yeah. You save and reload 1 day before, and then you continue through. That, to be fair, that's how I started this save, because initially, Af and Lido were in the bottom yet. So I simmed a season with a manager, retired him, added a new manager, and then I saved the day before, and then kept simming over the day until Af and Lido came up, and then I added my manager in. Did I miss it? I thought it was still the other one. Where is it? Let me see it. What is it? Chamber, I'm once again asking for cheaper looks at this dude. That's what he said. Tottenham. Yeah, I hate Tottenham. Hibs. Teams going up depends on reputation, though. So some teams have zero chance of going up because they're too small. Sure, yeah, I know it's on reputation, but what is it on percentage? So theoretically, Airbus have a 1 star. So maybe they have like a 1% chance of going up compared to the other 6 teams that have 3 stars or not. It would be interesting to see. The annoying thing is the switch over to the new season takes a long time. So if I wanted to do that, it'd take ages to keep resetting. Hate Man City and all the other oil clubs. Maybe apart from Chelsea, as I live near Chelsea. Oh, fair enough, Misa. Yeah, it's basically how it works. Yeah. It'd be interesting to see if we could get Airbus. I wonder if a season in the league would help Airbus's reputation get up higher, and then they could become in the rotation or not. I might try it to see what happens, see whether you could, or like after like 20, I might get bored and then just go, okay, nah, fuck that. You have done better. Their reputation won't change if it's not a playable. No, I mean like their reputation will change if I did get Airbus up to our league and they played in our league for a season. Would their reputation go up from being in the league for 1 season? That's what I'm saying. Like if they're 1 star, I somehow do get them into the league, and then they play a season. Would it make they potentially go up to 2 star, and then maybe it's easier for them next time to keep going up, and you can kind of build a team that way? Can the rep change drastically? Maybe that's what I'm thinking. Thanethi, they're apparently a 4.5 star team at the moment. Like they're relegated. They're in the non-leagues, and I think that's because they got into the Europa League. So I just hate oil clubs. They would be shit without the money, and most of their fans are plastic. They're irrelevant before oil, especially. I don't really hate Man City. I'm just sort of nonchalant about Man City. I don't care for them. They don't have enough fans to hate, I guess, at least at the moment. I think maybe in 10, 20 years, once their fan base is older and a bit more loud, you probably could. But who cares at the moment? They're, like, out of all the clubs, if Chelsea weren't going to win the league and you have an option of, like, Man United, Arsenal, Liverpool, Tottenham, whoever else, I pick Man City because they don't have enough fans to annoy me. It's just sort of like oh yeah, it's them again, who cares, it's Pep, it's whatever. It's Liverpool I don't like it that much. It's Arsenal, I hate them. Spurs hate them. United wouldn't like them. Like, all of them, I don't want winning. But Man City is sort of just the meh option. I hate Man United more that they cry about everything and everything. But yeah, but sorry about this, Robert. By the way, I'm just dumping on Man City. But like, I know you're an actual fan. But like, I think at the moment that their level of fan base isn't as big as the Uniteds and the Arsenals. I don't know any City fans like in my friends group, or like actually at all really. I hate City, but I hate Poole and Leeds more. Oh yeah, I hate Leeds. Hate Leeds also. Hate Leeds. So you don't mind West Ham? I'm indifferent to West Ham. I think it's kind of like it's a London rivalry, but it's like we've been there for so much longer that it's not really a rivalry anymore. And they did give us Frank Lampard and Joe Cole, so yeah. And they might give us Rice as well. Hate Man United and MK Don. Is it MK Dons? Actually, fans are nearly unbeatable. Away fan, the Waste Boy. Oh yeah, I probably yeah. It's a shame. Like I understand. Like I'm not having a go. It's just your market has been dominated by United since the 90s. So it's no wonder Man City don't have that many fans, because most Manchester people or people from around there would support United. So like it will take 10, 20 years until Man City get their fans for. Like I do love what Man City are doing with giving cheap tickets and all that. But I'm just nonchalant about it. There's not like there isn't that many Man City Twitter fans that beef everyone like with everyone else. No one City fan and he changed from a United fan. Oh no, that's the worst kind. Man, I have one of the most sortiest fan bases ever. Yeah, I like West Ham a lot. Fair enough, Robert. Fair enough. He's from a family of United supporters. Oh, that is proper sacrilege. Proper sacrilege. That is. I know a few. Not we changed. They have not written to the Don's name. It's been 10 years now since Aguero. That's Jesus. Time goes. Time flies. As a Brighton fan, the only clubs I truly hate is Palace. Oh, M23 Derby. Our fan base isn't too salty or anything like that. Exactly. I think it's starting to be. I saw some City fans on Twitter sort of starting to beef Chelsea a bit about obviously the Champions League final and stuff. But I think that's going to start coming in the next 5 to 10 years. Man City are going to start getting that sort of fan base on Twitter and online as these people grow older. Switch to 3D. Okay, Jambo. Who does it look like in 3D? We're gonna go to 3D. We're gonna switch. It's the game in 3D. To be honest, I can't stand Chelsea. Nothing. No, understandable, mate. Understandable. I know. As a Chelsea fan, a lot of clubs absolutely hate us. A lot of people absolutely hate us. It's kind of it comes with being a Chelsea fan. So fair play, mate. Understandable. Okay, let's go. We got Penny Bont today. This is the team we're gonna be going with. I think we need a centre mid on the bench. We got Bass Prophet there. There God, those squad numbers. Hey, don't look at it, Lenza. Basically, what happens is that someone comes in and they're the number 1, and then I just sort of auto number everyone else. So Manu was there when the 7 was open. Yanish got 8, but then everyone else gets sort of cool numbers, so they just get auto selected. Because normally they get debuts when they're like 17. So I think Man United might be the most hated team in the world. Probably. I don't know, because Man United have a lot of fans as well. So maybe they are. Maybe I don't know. Because Man United have a lot of. Everyone hates United. Yeah, I don't know. I guess to be fair, they definitely were the most hated back in the 2000s, like the early 2000s era. I'd say, but who else could be the most hated? Maybe it is United. Because Real Madrid and Barca also have lots of... They obviously have hate from each other, but a lot of international fans, because, I don't know. It's a love-hate thing. Not many people are... That's very true. So hated. Liverpool are pretty hated, but that's probably within England they're most hated. Man City can't help until they win. It is quite funny that Man City trying to win the Champions League constantly and just keep losing it. Like, the Chelsea final was very funny. Felt like everyone who doesn't support. Yeah, that's true. I have a weird dislike for Charlton. Got rejected by them as a kid. Oh wow, fair enough. Liverpool are hated by everyone. I think everyone in England, a lot of people in England hate Liverpool. Now United are becoming a comedy club. Yeah, I think Eldon, like as time goes on, United get less and less hated because you get hated for winning. So Man City, I think, will start to become more hated because they keep winning, and their fan base gets worse. Like that was sort of like as people don't hate Arsenal as much because they don't win as much anymore, and United are not winning much anymore. That's more because people say I hate MKFC. It's the fan base. I know a few Man United pals, they're fine, but yeah, the fan bases obviously do have a big thing. United's just banter and how the club is run. Exactly, yeah. I think people are quite happy with United now because of how long they dominated for, and I feel like people are like, okay, they're finally getting like calmer, but City is also a very well-run club in any age. I was in the academy for 6 months. Oh yeah, it seems like they've done their like the sort of move into a tycoon club has done very well. Like they got Pep, they've put the right places in place. It'll be very interesting to see how Newcastle, whether they go along a similar line or whether they try and do things different, and how long it might take for Liverpool to sort of start fighting the big clubs as well, because that's obviously a big thing coming up. Spurs and Arsenal are just banter clubs. Well, remember, Liverpool were in a banter years. Remember, they had Roy Hodgson. They signed Paul Konchesky. That was banter years for Liverpool, and now they're doing really well. Yes, but sadly got released and lost. Ah, that sucks, man. That sucks. Oh, shit. 3D. Thank you. Thank you for someone for telling me. Matt, thank you, mate. Also, my uncle is a Chelsea fan from the 60s. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. That was back in the Chelsea Headhunters. That was back in the sort of hooliganism days. Okay, here we go. We're in 3D. First time watching 3D in a while. We'll close all this stuff down, I think, because obviously this is taking up the screen a bit. Okay, here we go. Oh god, it's crazy. Are we on reversed? I think we're on reversed here. TV. We are on reversed. There we go. So we're up this side. Oh my god, it looks awful. It looks so awful. Devos, Yanish, Manu turns, cuts inside. Oh, it's a goal! It's a goal! It looks so terrible. Maybe I'll slow it down. Go on. Drop it down a speed. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard it with they don't get any support. And there's like a lot of stuff going into that. Like trying to get them out of that. I found it funny when City won the league and the day after all the news was about Ten Hag. United are so dominant in news articles we generate the most clicks. Yeah, I think that's because their worldwide reach is really, really big at the moment. So players, when they get realised, don't 17 minutes. What do you get returned for 17 minutes? Nothing. 17 minutes return is punishment. 3D FM15. Yeah, you can definitely see like how much better the 3D has gotten. You don't realize year to year, but when you go from 15 to 22, you realize how much better this actually is. I love those corner stands. Look at the corner. Oh yeah, the corner stand is amazing. Look at that, incredible. Look at that. This is the 11,000 seater. This is the small. This would be one of the last times you'll see the 3D stadium. But yeah, it's pretty shit, the 3D, isn't it? This is also one of the reasons I play in 2D. It's very poor. But okay, here we go. Oh no, corner. Hibbert plays it in. It's cleared. Airy to Hibbert. Back into Airy. Can we tackle him? Oh my goodness. The animations are so much worse. Watson. Perrott with a great sliding tackle. It's kept in by Williams. Hibbert. Stolica. Oh my god, the sliding tackle misses. Surely you're offside. Prisic back to Cardona. Headed back. Perrup. Janish. Vieira. Look at the play. Janish. To Prisic. Oh, to slide tackle misses. Manu again. Oh, is that for a corner? When I told you play for Shoreham, I've now joined. Oh, nice, Misa. Fair play. Good luck. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's terrible. If I spam the checkout player, but it's interesting to see where clubs are. I think I've been through them now. Yeah, no, I understand. I do understand. But it was like 15 clubs, and it takes a long time to load a club. So we can do them, but space them out maybe a bit more often, rather than doing them and spamming them all at once. I'm shit at football, so is everyone else in Scotland. Hey, I like the stadiums in FM15 much more than really. Well, obviously, I don't really look at. I never look at 3D. It's funny. Like every year, everyone's like, oh, new 3D animations, new 3D this, and I'm just like, I don't. I just watch it in 2D, so I won't see at all. I have to stop the academy. Ah, off the bar, Jesus. I would feel like they look more different. Ah, okay. I can't as the 20k. Yes, it'll get changed for next time, but this is just punishment. Swanwick. Oh, it's a poor header. Manu's there. Can he pull it back? Swanwick! Goal! It's 2. It's a danger zone goal. Harvey Swanwick with his 9th of the season. There you go, lads. Beautiful. I'll be back now. No worries, Robert. Good luck with the Fulham. Let me know. We're back on Tuesday. So update us on how the Fulham's going. We have a Discord as well. If you want to join that, you can put your updates in there. Well, he checks even if you don't pay. It's fancy. Shh. It's fancy. Shh. Quiet about that. I do get carried away a lot. You did. You slightly did. I'm working with my dad doing roofing now. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Roofing's a good. Oh, Swanwick. Good career, to be fair. No worries, man. Have a good night. Have a good night, man. Okay, all is cleared. Oh, there's the Discord link. Prisic. Okay, it's out for a corner. Feels like the game's going a lot slower. Maybe I have slowed down the in-game highlights, but Prisic, Manu, plays it in. Vieira off the bar, and it's cleared. Oof. Chester. To be fair, you are managing Chester, so I'll check Chester. See, like if you're only asking a little bit, I'll check Chester. We can check Chester. See, like I'm reasonable. I'm reasonable. I know you're managing them, so it's fair enough. But okay, let's see. What else is going on? There we go. Come on, lads. Football Manager handheld better than Football Manager 15. I don't know. I've never had FM15 handheld. Why would you say that, Matt? Okay. It's going to take a while to load. They're disappointed with this transfer of Mustafa Uysal. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Come on, boys. Have Kaiserslautern gotten to the Bundesliga yet? We will check. We'll have a look at the Bundesliga. Went via Chester only to find out the stadium was closed. Oh, no. Like a job I can use my hands. The only time I worked in office was a BT call center. Oh, I can't think that would be very good. Okay, they were Panorama North. So not the best Chester at the moment. What's FM handheld heard about? Well, difference. It's on the advertising boards in your 3D match. Is it actually? I didn't even notice. Oh, yeah. Chester have just not been. They got to League 2 at one point, but that's about it. Let's go check out the Bundesliga. We just check everything at this point. It's just a checking stream at this point, isn't it? Come on. wasn't much out of the way. Ah, okay, fair enough. That's a shame it was closed. So I do want to go to all of like the clubs I've managed at some point. Do a tour of them. That'd be pretty fun. What looking on for German First Division? How's the uni work? Oh, thank you. It's going well. Where's Kaiserslautern first? Hold on, I'll try and find Kaiserslautern first. They are. I don't even know where they are. It's going well. There's a lot of work at the moment because I am doing this parabolic flight campaign. I'm project manager, and I've got like 4 people on my team, and I'm having meetings every day to talk about it, and it's due in November. So there's a lot of work at the moment, a lot of work going on, but hopefully it'll be worth it to try and fly this equipment on a parabolic flight. But it's very, very busy at the moment. It feels very much like an actual job. Oh, they're second German division. So they did actually. Kaiserslautern did get back to the first division relatively recently. So there you go. Kaiserslautern did get back, but they got relegated recently. Yes, I've basically got a team because I need to. I'm not project manager, but I'm working a lot on it. I've got a guy on it who's done the parabolic flights before, so he can help out a lot in that. And then I've got 2 people for electronics and engineering. Janish, over the bar. So because I need to set up, like, I'm not very good with electronics and stuff, so they will help in setting that up. You just stick poles into the mud. Well, I'm going to be sticking poles into the mud on a parabolic flight going through zero gravity, and that requires a little bit of work. Or I don't know what to save there. Are you students still? They seems like scientists. Yes, no, I'm still a student. Yes, I'm a PhD student, so it's kind of like halfway between student and scientist, I guess. Like if I do get my PhD, I become a doctor, and I can, I guess, call myself a scientist. But this parabolic flight is for professionals, so anyone can do it. Like companies do it and stuff like that. So I guess it's kind of like towing the line, I'd say, in that sort of sense. Let's see who else we should change. Let's just do the 1 sub for now. Dr. Smorey. Exactly. We're gonna do the rebrand. Hopefully in 2.5 years. Dr. Smorey. What do you want to do after that? Honestly, not sure yet. I kind of want to go into potentially the industry, the space industry, maybe. Maybe go work for ESA potentially. That'd be pretty cool. European Space Agency. But who knows? Right, I'm gonna head off now. Night all. And HHGH. What is it? Well, good night, Jambo. Have a good night, man. Hopefully see you Tuesday. But yes, hopefully working in a field that I'm enjoying myself in, honestly. The PhD is tough sometimes. Space. Exactly. Work in space. Does the UK have a space? Yeah, the UK's got one, but I don't really want to move back to the UK with all the shit that's happening in the UK at the moment. Like, everything just seems going worse and worse in the UK. Like, just with the rising cost of, like, everything, Brexit, like... I honestly am looking at working in Europe just because things look better in Europe. Like even maybe get citizenship in Sweden. I have better benefits here, so I probably wouldn't go back to the UK unless it paid really well. Depends on how busy. And fair enough, Jambo. Fair enough. But have a good rest of your weekend, man, and good start of the next week. I saw Petra. What is Petra? But yeah, it's sort of one of those things. It's one of those things that I'm like, I've still got 2.5 years of the PhD. Probably will have to start looking with a year to go, but we'll have to see. See if it's more like who you know rather than what you know. Apply for a Sweden job. Exactly. I'll have to. I don't mind working in Europe though, so I need another year working in Sweden to be fair to get citizenship. I saw petrol at 200. Ah, okay. Yeah, petrol is extremely expensive. Like the cost of like all of the inflation in the UK is fucked, man. So I'd rather just stay here and get my well-paying job, although higher taxes. You can work for NASA and tell us about the aliens. See, I did initially want to work for NASA, but NASA only employs American citizens. Unless they specifically hire you and then you get a green card. But the fucking... If the UK was bad, the UK is even worse. I'm not going to live in America, man. Like health medicine, fucking school shootings. Like I would never bring a child up in America, man. Every time they go to school, I'd be like, I have to say I love you because this could be the last time I see you because there's a very real chance you just get shot. And then like obviously the abortion rules coming in at the moment. It's fucked, man. So definitely not. Russia will turn off gas in the winter. You'll be freezing. Sweden doesn't actually use that much Russian gas, actually. So we're not too bad. Right, no worries, man. Don't know why anyone would choose. Exactly. It's crazy now. I think back in the day, like when you're a kid, you sort of idolize it because you see all the American TV shows. And I don't know, maybe it was a little bit better back in maybe 10, 20 years ago. But it's crazy. I don't even know if it can be considered a first world country anymore, man. Because people like are just like, it's if you get any sort of bad hospital thing, it's like you got to remortgage your house, otherwise you're gonna die. Like, oh yeah, there's like a 1 in 5 chance you're gonna get shot. Like and if it's not from some randomer with an AR-15, it's gonna be from the police. Like, it's insane, man. It's more to become a Swede, not my streamer. Unfollowed. Oh no, it's fancy. America's a horrible place to live. Yeah, exactly. I feel like America's like the only thing it's good for now is maybe a holiday potentially. Like, go to Disney World, go somewhere else, like go to New York, go to LA. Don't ever live there. I lived there for 2.5 years, and I don't think I realized what it was like for my parents, because like my dad has good insurance and still had to pay a shit ton in that. Why did it go in the middle of the fucking word? I thought you were just sliding in the unfollowed. Don't know why people are so shocked that America's horrendous. It's basically the founder of. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I guess with the like people didn't realize, I think, as much, because obviously before social media and whatnot, you did have news and whatnot, but I don't think it was as I think the increase of social media has allowed people to share more stories, and I think the increase of sort of more right wing coming through, especially with Trump and all that coming through, it really is visible much more now than it used to be. So potentially it's like people actually seeing for what it is now. Didn't see the appeal in America anymore as a child. I did. Exactly. That was the same with me. I was like, oh yeah, well, I love America. But then you realize what it's actually like. Of course, it's going to be horrible. Planning on maybe moving to Canada, but that's depending if I can find a job in my Canada. Oh yeah. Canada. You get your benefits of America maybe, but with actually healthcare and nicer things. Much rather live in Canada if I went to North. Yeah, exactly. We said the same thing. Me and Chloe said the same thing. If we were going to move to North America, Canada. Yeah, Canada for sure. Social media has caused a huge spike in narcissists. Yeah, exactly. But it's because people think they are more, like, I guess, more important because they have 100 likes on Twitter or something. Like, imagine some of the people imagine the people saying the things they do online in public. Like, it wouldn't happen, but online you can say it and you get all these support from these random people, and you go, oh yeah, so I'm right. If you said it in public, you just get shot down. Like, it is. Oh, World Cup group stage draw. Oh my goodness. World Cup qualification. Here we go, lads. Wales, Croatia, Estonia, Macedonia, Iceland. Okay. I doubt my ex would have done any of what she did without any social media. She wouldn't even met me for a start. Yeah, it does have its benefits, but it does have also its negatives. Yes. I don't know if your ex meeting you is a benefit or a negative. Don't like Sweden politics. My stepmom's family live there, and they keep telling me the politicians are worse than the UK politicians. I don't know. I don't think. Well, I feel like Sweden is getting a bit more right. But I don't think they're as worse as Boris Johnson, honestly. If I hate it, I wish I could move out of the US so badly. Yeah, fair enough. Well, that sucks, man. It's tough to move out, especially elsewhere, though. That's one thing when you're in America, it's hard to get out. Her own mother, only a few people in Suffolk hate her. My ex, 75% of the FM community on Twitch hate her. Really? What? That's crazy. Well, who is she in the FM community? If 75% of it, that's mad. Latvia could finish 4th. Let's go. Sweden is cheap and safe. I guess they're socialists. Like, Sweden, I would say is definitely not as bad. Like, there is a bit of a rise in the right in Sweden, but not as much as the UK. Like, the UK have got Brexit, they've got Boris Johnson. They're sending fucking asylum seekers to Rwanda. Like, Sweden have actually taken in asylum seekers. I've gone into so many streams and shared my story. Oh God. Jeez. Oh, I don't know if I remember you. Have you told it to me, Lenzar? It must have been a while ago if you did. I might have forgotten it. But yeah, that is mad. That is mad, yeah. By the way, Swansea, look at Group 1 of the European qualifying section. Andorra, Bosnia, Montenegro, Norway, Portugal, Sweden. Sweden is a very good place to live, to be fair. Norway is clear, though, of course. Canada's price of living is out. Is it? Oh, they've got a bit of a housing crisis, haven't they? I think most places have a housing crisis, honestly. I hate socialism. I mean, my family from Serbia, so any country that's socialist we don't like. Ah, okay, fair enough. Mate, look at that. That is a tough group. Really tough group. You got Albania, Germany, Kazakhstan, San Marino, Serbia, Slovenia. In a nutshell, 12 affairs. Then she ran off with another man and took our children away, and they didn't see me. For Jesus Christ! Oh, I remember you telling me a little bit about it. That is fucked. That is fucked, man. Completely. I think I remember you telling me a little bit about it, Lanzar, but yeah, that is, yeah. You can see why 75% of the Twitch community probably hate her, and you can see that online. Yeah, that is mad, man. That is fucking crazy. Yeah, Sweden, Norway, that is huge. Group 3, yeah. Latvia, Luxembourg, Moldova, Russia, Slovakia, Turkey. Sweden fans cried so much when we beat them. Group 4, Finland, Holland, Lithuania, Scotland, Switzerland. Group 5, Czech Republic, Faroe Islands, Israel, Poland, Romania. Group 6, Azerbaijan, Ireland, Italy, Liechtenstein, and Ukraine. Group 7, Belgium, Cyprus, Georgia, Greece, and Spain. Spain and Belgium. Spain and Belgium in the same group. Oh, that's close. And Greece. Ireland looking nice in Group 6. To be fair, though, Ukraine are good. I would say it's between Italy and Ukraine, that group. But we need an upset or two. Exactly. That is true. That is true. They call us little brother. We responded we could buy the entire Sweden if we wanted to. Austria, Denmark, France. That's a tough group. Armenia, Belarus, England have an easy group. Croatia, Estonia. Wales have a good chance in their group, honestly. Wales have a very good chance in their group, but there's some really tough groups there. The World Cup hosts are Japan, so you got all of the European nations there. Germany have a pretty nice group as well. Russia, Turkey, obviously the big two in that one. Scotland have a chance. They just have to beat Switzerland. This is an interesting group as well. You could see maybe an outside, well, Czech Republic, Poland, Romania are kind of at the same level. So it's who can win the most out of them. Belgium, Spain's tough. France, Denmark, Austria. And then England. And then probably Bulgaria, Armenia fighting out. Now, that's interesting. I'm lucky that my girlfriend works in a sector where you can get paid tons. We could live off her money, but I'd want to work part-time. That's awesome. What sector does she work in then? Okay. Yeah, to be fair, work if you like to keep yourself busy, unless I guess at least working. Just start FM streaming, mate. That's what I do. Although I'm working as well. I wouldn't mind turning this into a full-time job though. But those are some spicy World Cup groups. Some Swedish dude made a serious reply to the claim, trying to seem smart, but it basically came across as they probably could, but they wouldn't want to. That's a cell phone there. That is a cell phone. I'm not very new to all of the Swedish-Norway rivalry. I just think it's quite funny because it's kind of... I guess it's a little bit like just England and France hating each other, really. But of course I've got to take Sweden's side. I'm living here, so... To be fair, Chloe does have family that live in Norway, so we've got a connection with Norway as well. Okay. Well, will be my family in a couple of years. She works as a translator, freelance, but she mostly works for companies. Awesome! Oh, awesome! That's pretty cool. How many languages does she know then? That must be pretty good. Belgium is the little brother of the Netherlands. Yeah, to be fair, I remember when we drove to the Netherlands, we were literally in Belgium for like 20 minutes. We were like, we're in Belgium. Oh, we're in Netherlands now. Okay, that was quick. Except Sweden and Denmark for who got Norway. Yeah, it's, the history of like Denmark, Sweden, Norway is so like intertwined. It's kind of like, I guess, England and France always fighting each other, but also like England, Ireland, England, Scotland. It's like there's just so much like people. Sweden were overtaken by Denmark. Denmark took over Norway. Sweden took over Norway. Like Sweden hate Denmark and Norway. Just everyone hates everyone. Belgium used to be Dutch, so that's why. Ah, I see. History of Scandinavia is just immense. It very much is. I watched a little bit about it. It's very cool. She knows 5. English, French, Spanish, and Arabic. Damn. That's only 4. Does she know Serbian? Eldon, that's 4. Italian. Okay, wow. Man, that's the basic. That's like... Could go to any top 5 not the German. You need the top 5 leagues, the top 5 football leagues. If we were the same country, our language would probably just be considered dialects. Probably, yeah, that's very true. That is very true. Well, who tried it? It was the Scandinavian Union at one point. What was it? I forgot what it is. If they actually stayed together, potentially that could be what the case. She could be a pundit in 4 of the top 5 leagues. Exactly. Well, Lukaku apparently knows 7 languages, but obviously he doesn't understand the language of fucking actually work. I just hate Lukaku, man. God damn it. Okay, let's... I don't know if we might get a game in. Who knows? Let's see. Go on, FM. Let's... Kalmar, yes, the Kalmar Union, yes. With all teams, the Arabic fits. That's true. She could. She just doesn't know anything about football. She can learn. You can learn. Doesn't seem to stop Michael. Exactly. That's very true. That's very true. Oh God. Okay, let's keep continuing here. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Let's see. Okay. God, this stream has flown by. I feel it really has. Like, we've only got 20 minutes left, but it feels like I haven't been talking for that long. She doesn't hold a candle to the Baltic FM Wonder Kids. They learn 9 languages from birth. Oh God. Okay, lots of people at Albacete. Oh yeah, they're in the Spanish Cup, so they can actually play. Oh, we've got a South Asia update. Goalkeeper from India. Oh. Unfortunately, we don't have the letter I, so we can't sign any players with the I. Okay. Had a region who knew 12 languages. Jesus Christ! Surely you got to be in a country that has multiple languages. Like, was Belgium? You'd know potentially Dutch, French, English, maybe, or Flemish as well. Switzerland, you get French, Italian. Swiss language? Don't even know. What countries have like the multiple languages that you can learn? I guess maybe I don't know. It'd be interesting to see like who to be fair, that is a manager one I nearly had before. It's like, as a manager, how many languages can you learn? So you go to different clubs and in different countries, and you stay for as long as you learn the language, and then you leave. That'd be a pretty cool one. Switzerland's like 5 different languages. He was Serbian and Swiss, so he knows local Swiss, French, German, Italian, all the Balkan. Damn. Normally, don't actually hate the Danes. We just make fun of them. Quite like Denmark, but the Swedes are more of a rivalry. Yeah, fair enough. I know Sweden don't like the Danes, but Sweden also don't like Norway either. I always see on TikTok, like, it's always Norwegians saying, "At least I'm not fucking Swedish." I see that all the time. It's interesting to think that Midsummer for Norway's yesterday and Midsummer for Sweden's today. I thought they'd all be sort of similar. She's half Canadian, so the moving Canada part is really good. Also, since it's Commonwealth, I could get a visa easier and marry and become a... Ah, yeah, fair enough, man. Fair enough. Although, to be fair, you don't really want the UK visa, man. You want the EU visa. But fair enough. That'd be pretty cool. Good luck to you. Good luck to you both. Okay. I got married. Well, too. I had to look. If I want the Irish citizenship from marrying Chloe, I got to marry her, and then I got to be married to her for like 3 years or something. So it'd probably be quicker to get the Swedish nationality at the moment, but I'll get the Irish one if it all else fails. Okay. With the right guidance, a youngster described as a wonder kid could become a world-class player. Ah, hints and tips, lads. Hints and tips from FM15. Huge. Oh God. Okay. Here we go. Come on, save. Please work. I've got an Irish citizenship too for my... Ah, okay. Fair enough. Also, technically could still get a dual Australian-Dutch citizenship. Oh, that's pretty cool. First, you need to learn Swedish to a more competent level. I'm guessing to get the citizenship. Not sure. I know a bit, but I'm not very... I need to keep working on it. I'm going through Babbel still. I need to get more conversational about it. The problem is I don't talk to anyone in Swedish. I talk to the cashiers in Swedish, and that's about it. So I know I can identify words and sentences sometimes, and understand some sentences, but I'm not really that good. But I still need another 3.5 years here. So I feel like I probably could get to that at that point. But I don't know if the Swedish like citizenship test requires like a language test. I don't know. My star centre back no longer wants to join Hey, that's good, Matt. Talk to your mirror. To be fair, I've tried. Me and Chloe are going to try and sort of like spend an hour just speaking in Swedish or trying to speak in Swedish. But it's I feel like for English speakers it's very difficult because especially in schools we don't learn other languages very young. I know in most European countries we like people learn other languages or even English from such a young age. It's a lot easier to pick up other languages once you know a couple. But England, I didn't start learning a language until I went to America and I learned a bit of Spanish there. But then in England, it was until I was like, I don't know, 12, 14 or something. And by that age, like you need to be learning languages when you're like 5, 6. But so like it's very like I think English to Swedish is a bit of a jump. Like if for my advisor, he's German. It was quite easy for him to switch from German to Swedish, but English to Swedish was quite difficult, I think. Lukaku just scored against me. Oh, nose fancy. Hello, Duckwood, you're back. Not too much. We just played a couple games really. Swedish Citizenship test is just putting a random IKEA cabinet together. Oh god, I may stay in Canada for a couple months and like it. Yeah, to be fair, that's always good to sort of test how it is before you make a big change like that. I love that the English is so easy in the Netherlands. I'm about as good with Dutch and English. Dutch lessons just have higher standard. Yeah, to be fair, when I was with the Netherlands, everyone pretty much spoke English. It was so easy to go around. The same thing in Sweden, really. Everyone speaks English. That's the problem with English speakers is that everyone else speaks English, so you never have to actually adapt anywhere. So once they learn your English, they switch to English. It's like, no, please. No, I mean Irish from a young age. That's handy for nothing until secondary at 12, 13. Yeah, FMS on realistics. Lukaku, I know. I saw someone say Lukaku won Player of the Year. I'm like, nah, Jesus Christ. It'd be funny if he flops back at Inter, but we'll have to see. What's the loans looking like? But yeah, I really do want to learn Swedish fully to actually be fluent because I want to be bilingual. But we'll see. Oh, Verkerk doing incredible at Sassuolo. Well, it was for Inter, so not too unrealistic. Vecchio, 18. Rodriguez, he had his Jensen. Is he still injured? What did he injure? Knee tendonitis. Oh, that's not good. Not good at all. Daniel Crump. PL Harris, if Inter win the Champions League and Lukaku scores a final against Chelsea. It would not be very funny. As long as I don't live in the French part of Canada. The memes, oh Jesus. Went to the barber today. I wonder if we put in a clause to say you can't play against us. Maybe. Went to the barber today and the person who cut my hair couldn't speak Dutch, so we spoke in English. Wow, that's mad. I've met a few people in Sweden that don't speak English, but most speak English. So it's very easy to get by. But I can kind of get by in Swedish. Like I can ask basic things, but it's very, very rough. So I need to work on it. I feel like the problem with English is quite hard to learn, I think, because it's a lot of it is just you have to know the rule, like random rules, and there's lots of exceptions to the rules, and like there, and like all those different. English is probably one of the hardest languages to learn, so like fair play to everyone. Like I got very lucky with where I was born, but Swedish is also pretty tough in the sense that English is all over, so that makes it easier. Oh no, Europa League. Swedish is quite tough because there's a lot of like things where it's just like, oh yeah, there's no rule to it. You just have to know. Like, and it's like, oh, okay, so I just have to memorize every word sort of thing. Like with N and Et words. Like sometimes a word's an N word, sometimes it's an Et word. And that affects how you say it in all the other things. How do you know it's an N or Et word? You just have to know. And then there's other stuff like there's lots of exceptions to the rules and stuff, and it's like there's no actual hard or fast rules. It's just like you just have to learn it all, and it's like that's quite hard because a lot of time you just go by patterns. English grammar is hard to learn, but so many people talk that it's easy. Yeah, that's true. And I guess you have a lot of like film and TV and stuff. So you pick it up easier that way as well. I probably need to start watching like Swedish TV and stuff. I listen to the radio to try and pick it up, and I can pick up words and sometimes stuff. But yeah, I can get by, I guess, maybe. I can ask for very basic things. I can order things and whatnot, and get if I hear the same phrase back to me, I'll learn it eventually. But okay, here we go. Let's keep continuing. There we go. There we go. If a civilian stands in front of you, drive leaving with a gun? Is it self-defense if you run them over and just drive off? I don't think the driving off bits. I guess it depends on. I don't know what the rules are in each country. Learning what's in your house for a language will make you feel really smart. So I reckon you try it. I like what's the word for clock? Clockan. Is clockan the word for clock? I think it might be. Well, maybe clockan might be time. But it's like is it Ardu clockan? It's like what's the time? I know the numbers. Numbers I'm pretty good at. I like the numbers. No, I always like the numbers. Well, the news on FM are done. The club were encouraged to qualify the Champions Cup by 1900 in line with their long-term vision. Oh, that's a bug. That's definitely a bug then. The only reason I'd marry my girlfriend is to get the Canadian citizenship. I do love it. Just marriage is a very religious thing. Really, Misa? I don't see marriage as that religious for me. Like, we're not getting married in a church or anything. So like, it's not a religious thing to us at all. It's just you can make marriage very, very unreligious. You can make it just like sign it as a registry office, and then you can join your names or put one in. Someone take each other's names. We're joining ours, so we're gonna have a hyphen and stuff. But clocken is the clock. There we go. Clocken, yeah. Clocker is clock, according to Mr. Google. Clocker. Well, yeah, clocken is probably the clock. So clocker is clock. So yeah, I'm ditching the Welsh save. Oh no, God damn it, it's Dutch is clock. To be fair, there are a lot. That's also a good thing in Swedish. There are a lot of words that kind of are similar. So like clock, it sounds like you can sort of pick up a lot of it and assume. But then also that also sort of fools you sometimes, because then there's other words that are completely different and sound nothing like what they actually are in English. So it's because like Swedish has like old, like, whereas the Scandinavian stuff, it's got like the international words and then like English words sort of thing. If I got married in my church, my Irish Catholic dad would be furious. Well, at the end of the day, who cares? Honestly, I guess depends on your relationship with your parents, but like, why is it their decision about where you get married or who? Marriage should be about you and the person you're marrying. That's all that matters. Chloe has very religious grandparents and stuff, and they won't want her to get married in a church. But it's not about them. It's not about them. It's not their wedding. So why should they have an input on it? It's your wedding at the end of the day. It's your day. You should be able to do whatever you want with it, and your family should support you. Like, really. The N and or a ending is like putting the in front of the word in English. Yes, it is. Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like N, a, and then you have to go like, if you want to make it plural, you got a or. Like, I know. Rakor is like shrimps. I know that. Say with the Dutch language. Okay, Morris set to stay. Okay. Yeah, he's still on. Hello. Yes, we're still on. What is this, Ard? Let's try. Yeah, he's still slightly concerned. He says he's happy, and then he's still concerned. Yeah, I'm still picking things up. Really, it's yeah. You got to just keep practicing. I do babble. I try and do babble at once a day. Not got 2 day. I will say if I don't want to play you anymore. I don't know Russian, Polish, or Lithuanian, but I can still understand things here. And that because of Latvian, some words. Exactly. Well, that's also one of the reasons I really want to learn Swedish, because then I can also say I can sort of kind of get past with Norwegian and Danish. That'd be pretty cool. Back from getting my bakery breakfast, pie and energy drink. Oh, very nice. I need to keep him happy for the inheritance. Oh, no, Misa. Have you, like, is he very, very religious then? Because maybe, like, talking with him about it, like, why he like, has to be in a church. To be fair, you could just, like, I don't know. It depends on how you feel, but, like, you can do it in a church, but he doesn't have to be super religious. Hilariously, you know, if you get it done by a priest in a church, that's not binding. That's honestly not binding. You need to actually get it done by by the registry office actually for it to be official. Because the church wedding doesn't make it official. It's hilarious. Modern weddings are massively flawed. Why is that, Lens? I think the wedding industry is fucked. Everything's so expensive. It's crazy, man. Like, you have to get it in a year in advance, and everything's like, it's like 5 to 10k minimum. That's considered a cheap wedding. That's crazy. Probably a few distance in Swedish grammar. but I could help you out on a bit. Yeah, exactly. I think you could probably get. I could probably get, if I did become fluent in Swedish, I probably could get by on a conversation in Norwegian. Probably might have a bit more problem writing, but to be fair, when Chloe, she went to Norway to see her family there, and she was like, I'm seeing lots of words and like I can recognize them from their Swedish like counterparts. So it was pretty cool seeing that, and being able to sort of combine, like see what's the similar and what's different and whatnot. So that was a lot of fun. That's pretty cool. Let's do this. We're changing a few players around today. Kochak in goal. There we go. Just disown them if they don't agree. Fuck, am I saying? A non-sportive parent is not a parent in my eyes. Go and watch Adam Ruins Weddings on YouTube. Okay. When they say if anyone has any objection before you kiss the bride, what happens when someone rejects? I don't know. I never speak English in Sweden. Do you not? Oh, fair enough. Just live with each other 12 months. It's the de facto relationship considered marriage in Australia. It's basically the same. Sweden have and oh. Yeah, exactly. I think they're pretty similar. They're pretty similar. I think Danish is a little bit different, and then Finnish is like the worst. I think, what was it? It's like Danish is like talking with a potato in your mouth or something. Someone said that's what it sounds like if you're Swedish or Norwegian, I think. Let's see. What do I want to do here? Who am I wanting to swap out? I think I'm happy with this, honestly. Maybe we'll play Wilson Gutierrez for Rupp. There we go. Finnish isn't even remotely close. Yeah, I've heard that. You'd have a real problem understanding Finnish. But I've heard, I don't know, is this right? Hungarian sometimes is a bit close, because I don't know if this is bullshit, but my granddad keeps saying like Hungarian and Swedish are relatively close because of like the tribes that like there were two tribes and one went to Sweden and one went to Hungary. And I don't know if that, I've never actually fact checked it, but I don't know if that's true or not. Danish is Norway, but potato throat indeed. German is drunken Dutch, and Dutch is German, drunken German. Finnish and Hungarian is their own language family. Ah, okay. So Finnish is close to Hungarian. There we go. Fair enough. Fair enough. Man City do not want to strengthen a competitive rival such as Torquay. Oh, mate. That's when you know you've made it. That's when you know you've made it, Matt. Okay. I think Czech and Swedish are close, and Polish. Interesting. It's kind of like once you start it'd be cool once you like start learning, because then you can sort of get through with other languages. Like I remember being when I was in Groningen, like all the like there were a few French and Spanish people, and they were sort of, and even Portuguese, and they were sort of talking and could get through and were talking about the differences of their languages, and it was just so cool. And I was like, I just felt so left out, because I'm like, I'm just sitting there with shit English, and they sometimes switch to English a little bit, and then they switch to Spanish, then French, and I'm like, damn, man, I wish I was like bilingual or multilingual. It's such an advantage in life, I think. Also, Sammy is quite close to finish. Is it? Okay, fair enough. Either he's made it or City have fallen apart. Very true. Very true. Prisic. Vieira. All right, no worries, Misa, man. Good talking to you. Have a good night and good weekend. To be fair, we are on our last game tonight, so we will be finishing up after this game. It's been a great stream, to be fair. Some great discussion and talking. But let's hope to finish with a win versus Real here. Hopefully we'll break the 60 points mark tonight. So still no win in 21 games. Will they go the entire season without a win? That is the question. Okay, come on, boys. We're no highlights here. One of my friends from school has half finished. They could understand most of the words in a Sammy movie. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Phil! Oh, saved. Which was more fair, Pogba to Man United or Balotelli to Liverpool? Pogba to Man United. He was 80 million, man. Balotelli was 15 million. Like, Balotelli really wasn't, like, he was just a bit of a, everyone knew he was a speculative punk. But Pogba was going to be their star player in midfield that they build around. So it's definitely Pogba. They let him go on a free, sold him, bought him back for 80 million, and then let him go on a free again. Like, it's, yeah, completely. Balotelli just, everyone knew it was a bit of a punt. So I think that's quite obvious, really. Vieira, got on that. Proper, a bit injured, but Richard saves again. We're not really doing much, honestly. Only 7 shots in 37 minutes versus this Real side. Pogmentary rated 1 out of... I did see that. I don't know what the documentary was about, but Jesus Christ. I don't know if that's just being review bombed by angry Man United fans, though. Because that very easily could be the case. I really thought he would announce his new club in it. I don't know if he did or not, but I don't think he... Like, I thought that he'd try and do the sort of, like, LeBron James, like, the decision and, like, announce his new club. But it seems like he's going back to Juve, which is weird, because I feel like he could have gone anywhere else. But he's basically stroking his ego. I heard, I see, fair enough. Oh, and there's the goal. Bridgent with the goal, the breakthrough. I don't know if Vieira did the shot here, or whether he actually passed it in, but it looked like he actually meant to go to Bridgent. But we'll have to see. Manu plays it in to Vieira. Does he pass? I think he does. He does pass. Richards given. Here we go to you. Yeah, there we go. It's weird because there was talk of him going to Man City at one point, which is hilarious. He could have gone to PSG. He could have gone. I think there was interest from big clubs. It's interesting he's gone to Juventus, who aren't really at their best at the moment. But Vieira nearly scores. Oh, Manu also hits the post. So close. 2 posts. Oh, apparently only 1 post, but okay. Gutierrez to Manu. Back to Phil. Play into Phil. Oh, he should have played it Phil. Oh, Prisic nearly scores a header. But Richards has been doing very well. We've had 8 shots on target. He's having a great game. Manu. He cares more about his image going to City with damage, I guess. Maybe, I guess. I guess he can go to Juventus and he knows he'll be a starter. Meanwhile, Man City, he actually has to fight for it. Yeah, and the losing hit of him of 300, then buying back for the same to happen again. It is kind of... Chelsea are bad with losing players, but like we did pretty bad with Lukaku, to be fair. That's true, but... Yeah, that's pretty bad. But so we do still have a chance potentially to make some money on you, like to get some money back for Lukaku. Who knows? Maybe he has a good season. We can actually sell him next year, or he actually comes back and plays for the team. But I'm not got my hopes up, honestly. We've got more money back from Lukaku actually with the loan at least than United did with at any point. Okay, we're gonna bring on Sean Curtis. There we go. Only 1-0. Bit worried, honestly. Davos, free kick. Hit the wall. One positive Glazer did was make a profit on Lukaku. Yeah, that, to be fair, that is... I don't know. It was such a stupid move, us going for him. Honestly, man. We should have really read the warning sign. I just don't understand why we didn't have... Tammy would have been great. Like, and it was hilarious. We built around Havertz in that full sign. He was incredible. Anytime we played Lukaku, he ruined any of the fucking fluidity of the team. So, and it's so obvious. Phil. Oh, Juve living in the past, just going to what worked 5 years ago from them. Rehire Allegri, re-sign Pogba and link with Ronaldo. Oh, yeah. It's hilarious that Chelsea are now also linked with Ronaldo. What would you do, Svanti, if Chelsea signed Ronaldo? That'd be mad. Oh, Davies offside. He's had an unlucky game today, I think. Ronnie is staying. I don't know. His agent is offering him out to everyone, it seems. I don't know if he will. I refuse. I don't know. I feel like the Ronaldo, he's better than Lukaku, but I think he still has the same issue that he'd ruin our fluidity up top. And he's 37, and I don't really want to be trying to focus on 37-year-olds. I want to bring it, like, I want to be focused on Havertz, who's like 23, 24, and try and build our attack around him, rather than Ronaldo, who would leave in a year or 2, and then you're stuck in the same position where you're like, oh shit. But well, Owen played for Man United. Oh, for fuck's sake, lads. Of course. First shot on target of the game, a former player. God damn it. He would get you 25 goals, but he would also make me very sad. We've had 12 shots on target in this game. 12. But it's 1-1. It's just so FM. So, are we going to get FM'd at the end of this stream? Who knows? Prisic. Go on, lad. Good ball. Falls to Curtis. Manu. Just kicks it into Davies. I think we need to sub off Davies, having a poor game. Harling going to City was enough. Yeah, that hurts the league, to be fair. That Kermit the Frog plush jibbing off the cliff of 10 storyboard comes to mind. Oh, there we go. Back in front. It's a danger zone goal. Danger zone pretty much a minute later. Thank God. We avoided the FMing for now, but who knows? It could pop up again very soon. So I might take off Davies, honestly. He's had a poor game, so I'll bring on Henry up top. Here we go. Big up the danger zone as well. Look at those emotes. Okay, here we go. How old is Manu? Manu's like 30, I think. Manu's pretty, like, he's getting on his age. Vieira. Oh, How old is Manu? I think he is 30. Crazy. Manu never, like, he's very, like, I don't know. He's never been the star striker, but he's always been here. Yeah, he's 30, but like you see, he only got 2 goals that one season in the league, but then he got like 11, then 12. Like he's just sort of hung about and has been really good. Like he's never been the star. He's the level below star, but he just lets everyone else do their thing. Would you rather lose your last game of a stream or the first game? First game for sure. First game for sure, because then you can sort of build it back and win and keep winning, like sort of get the positive vibes. Losing with like ending with a loss sucks because you're like, oh damn, and you're in a bad mood at the stream ends. Never mind, I won't nickname him Man UFC then. Too old. You won't get much out of him anymore. Okay, Delgado with a tackle there. 20 minutes to go. Come on, lads. Let's just get a third. Just score a third, boys. Curtis free kick over the bar. It's not been a good performance from. Well, 17 shots on target. You'd think we could get more than 2 goals, but apparently the keeper's having the game of his life. I nicknamed a fossil. You did. Ismail Fancy. He was literally like 33 and retired like 2 years later. Delgado. Oh. Yeah, I can't stop thinking about a last game loss until the next day. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. Even a last game draw. Got a hat-trick versus Sweden, worth it. Yeah, Sweden could have made that Euros. Delgado did everything right till the end there. I just want to look at this. Hold on. Stats. Real stats. He's on a 7.5 with conceded 2. He's made 15 saves in this game. 15 saves. It's insane. Chelsea's new ownership proactively meeting agents. Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, I saw that, Eldon. I saw that. Although Mendes does have a lot of agents, I think Bowley's just trying to get into the books of all of the agents, because obviously, like Rafael Leao's at Milan, that's been talked of. Oh, Henry's offside there. There's a lot of like, I think he's just starting the conversation with everyone to try and sort things out, because Bowley's now in charge of transfers. Henry saved again. But I would be very shocked if Ronaldo came to Chelsea. Pick up Neum. On Neum and Freitas, they're gonna be gone. We'll have to find a new sound for someone. I don't know what Vieira's not really we don't have anything for Vieira, but there's not really a noise or a sound or anything we can do for Vieira, can we? Curtis? Perisic, are we gonna get a late minute goal here? No. Doesn't seem like it. Does not seem like it. Richards goes long. Okay, Patel, Benson. Okay, Patel. Benson. Don't you dare, don't you dare, don't you dare. Please, not like this. Not like this. Oh, thank God he's offside. Thank God he's offside. Norway have their highest ranking since 2015. Have Freitas as your assistant manager. He's going to be on my under-19s coach. He's not a very good assistant manager, and I actually like having a good assistant manager. What ranking are they? What ranking are they? Okay, it's cleared. Good stuff. Hey, there we go. There we go. Good stuff. 2-1 win. What? We got away with that. What? How are they pissed? We won 2-1. Like, we barely won. For God's sake. Human, man. Human. Okay, let's see if anyone's pissed at me for saying you played. This is why they're a bunch of babies. They can't handle any sort of like actual criticism. This is why I never say that anymore. I just say, oh, it's okay. You played okay. You played okay. Very annoying. Very annoying. Okay. Let's see. There's the rank. 36. Oh. There could be the SpongeBob my leg as he kicked a fan once. Okay, let's rest the players up. Wait, different. That's old. Okay. Fair, the rankings are a bit weird, aren't they? Is anyone going to be unhappy with me? Let's have a look. How long's proper out for? 12 days, 2 weeks. Okay, no one's unhappy yet. Here's the actual new records. Oh, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Where are England? Let's have a look. 34th in 2015. Ah. Okay, can I see men's rankings? Okay, just give me the cookies. Wait, what? Why is it showing? What? What? Just let me see the rankings. No, I don't want to see England's ranking. England are 5th. Okay, Brazil, Belgium, Argentina, France, England, Spain, Italy, Netherlands, Denmark are top. Germany 11. Wow. USA 14. Wales 19. Sweden 20. Oh, Sweden 20's fancy. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Let's see. What are we looking for? Let's go raid some person. Oh wait, are they not even live anymore? Are they live? They are live. Let's go see. Bradford Bantam. Hold on. Let's see if they're actually talking before we raid them. Oh, it's an advert. It's an advert first. Hold on. We could buy Sweden if we wanted to. Australia 39th. That's pretty high. That's pretty high. To be fair, you went to the World Cup, so it'll be interesting to see. Remember, Costa Rica is better than Norway, lads, all according to the FIFA rankings. Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, we had a good stream tonight, actually. It was great. A lot of conversation. A lot of conversations, wasn't there, to be had. But we've just basically just had 5 league games and got through them. So, there we go. Hold on. Is he talking?
Sure.
He is talking. We'll bring in... We'll go raid this dude. Here we go. Wish I could join the raid, but every time you do it crashes my PC. Oh, no. I'm so sorry, Matt. Just leave. Leave quickly. Scotland very far down then. 45th. Jeez. Okay, but yes, thank you all for coming out tonight for this weekend. I hope everyone has a good rest of your weekend, and I'll see you all for Tuesday. When I don't know, maybe we're back for the end of the season, maybe not. We'll have to see. But yes, thank you all for a great night and a great stream. Otherwise, I will see all of you next time. See you later.